Hello, my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. I've missed you guys. It's been a while, at least for me, since I've done a reading, so it's so good to be back. Hi guys, welcome. The topic of today's reading is going to be an oldie but a goodie. What do people notice most about your physical appearance and your personality? So what is the thing that stands out the most about you when it comes to those two things? So if at any point during the reading you feel uncomfortable, you're getting triggered, you don't like what you hear, always leave. It's a free choice. Tarot is not an absolute, okay? What you let resonate for you is what resonates for you. I'm just saying something based on what the cards are telling me. If it doesn't resonate for you, or you don't like what people notice most about you, then leave. It's as simple as that. But yeah, don't let anything take away from you, get you upset, trigger you in any kind of way. It's just click off. That's it. So we have 3 options for you guys today. You probably already saw the topic, the thumbnail images, but we have group 1, which is the Muse Tarot. We have group 2, which is the Light Seers Tarot. And then we have group 3, which is the Cozy Witch Tarot. Now, I mean, I guess I should take cards from each deck to see. For group 1, okay, we have that card if you want to see what the cards look like, because I'm definitely that kind of person as well. When I'm choosing a reading with decks, I'm like, what do the cards look like? For group 2, we have Light Seers Tarot. And you can also choose based on the card that came out. So for this was 3 of Pentacles, this was Ace of Wands, and then for group 3 with the Cozy Witch Tarot, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you're going to choose the deck, the card that resonates most with you, the image, the color, the design, the number 1 through 3, the thumbnail image, and the deck together. Whichever one calls out to you the most, whichever one sticks with you, the one you keep coming back to, looking at, feel most attracted to, that's the deck you're going to choose. And that's just about it for this intro. You're going to choose what you want, and then, as always, I will see you guys at your reading. Go to the timestamps in the description box, or if it just so happens to be the comments, look at both, check both. If you don't see it in the description box, most likely it's in the comments, okay? But if YouTube lets me, it's always in the description box. So, you're going to choose, and I will see you guys at your reading. Bye! Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Muse Tarot, or you chose a 3 of Pentacles, that was at the top of the deck when I let you guys choose in the intro, then welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be going over what do people notice the most about your personality and physical appearance, or just appearance, how you look. We're going to get into the nooks and the crannies, you know. I don't know why I said that. Maybe people, when they look at you, want to get into your nooks and crannies. I mean, it makes sense if you're the Muse, okay? Because you did choose the Muse Tarot. So there's something here about you that inspires creativity or knowledge. Or I'm hearing epiphanies, sudden realizations with people when you're around them, based on your physical appearance or your personality, just your presence, essentially, okay? So you're a Muse, okay? Congratulations, if you didn't know. You could also be someone who likes Broadway musicals, because I just started hearing, of course, everyone knows the Hamilton musical, whether you've watched it, listened to it or not. In the spin-off or the covers that they make of that song, in the Burn cover, it's like, congratulations. You know what I mean? The way she says it, it's like the more hip-hoppy, modern kind of era of Broadway hip-hop pop, you know, because I feel like Hamilton was also the same very hip-hoppy kind of thing. But that one was more like punchy, I would say. It had like a poppy beat behind it in the way that Burn did not. They made it more pop, essentially. But in that song, the way she says congratulations always sticks with me. And when I said congratulations on being a Muse, that came to mind. So some of you could like Hamilton. You like that specific version of Burn. The 3 girls singing it, I believe it is. But yeah, I think it's like First Burn is the name of that one. First Burn. Or something else. Who knows? I be forgetting sometimes, especially when I'm in the middle of a reading. But anyway, yes, for you guys, Muse, we're going to pull some cards for personality, pull some cards for looks, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards, and that will be the end of the reading. So we're going to start with, I guess, personality. No, I heard appearance. Okay, so your appearance is not more important, but it's more apparent than your personality. So your looks are what people notice most about you. Because I'm like, let's start with personality. I'm a personality kind of person. But they said no, appearance. So the first thing people notice about you is your appearance. Okay, if you wanted to know out of the two. So physical appearance, please. Physical appearance for my group ones. If you hear the fan in the background, I apologize. I swear, like, they have this heater burning in the day, and I'm just like, I don't do well with heat. I need it to be at least a little cool. And I never know until after the reading if the fan is very noisy or not. Because sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't, which is just like, and it stays in the same spot, though. So I'm like, I don't know. Anyway. My group one's looks, please. Their physical appearance. What do people notice most about their physical appearance? I'm hearing trendy. I'm hearing fashionable. So you keep up with the trends. Maybe some of you wear the designer clothes. You pride yourself on having designer clothes, wearing designer clothes. I'm hearing sustaining designer clothes. So whatever's in at the moment is definitely something you're wearing. And I'm being called to specifically it being fall right now, and fall's like it's a big time in fashion because you get to layer, you get to wear a bunch of stuff. It's like very nice. You get to do a lot of things that you can't really do in the summer because you have to be like dang near naked because it's hot outside. But fall, you can layer, you know what I mean? You get to wear your boots, the pea coats, the jackets, the scarves. Most people like to dye their hair a nice ginger or brown or chocolate brown. Some like just, you know, fall is like peak fashion, you know? Winter as well, but fall is when it's not too cold, so you can actually have a fun time flaunting your styles. In the winter, you just want to get from one place to the next, you know, especially if you experience like winter where you live. It's like we're all rushing to get where we want to go. We're not strutting the way we do in fall to show off our outfits. Okay, so you could, excuse me, you can strut, you know, work your stuff, show your stuff. You like eyes on you, which is why you kind of inspire others to do the same, be the same. You inspire others to want to put more time and effort into their appearance. You know, that's the muse in you. So we have the 9 of Cups, 9 of Emotions. So I do feel like you fulfill what most people find physically attractive about most people, most humans, you know. I'm hearing big eyes, pretty eyes, nice hair, clear skin. Maybe you have like a slimmer body type, you know. If you have a bigger body type, then whatever people want to notice about you, it has to do with you fulfilling all their cups. What they would like to be in a person is essentially what you embody and represent for them, okay? So whoever the people that are coming through, they find you conventionally attractive, I could say. We have the 10 of Voices in reverse. And then we have the Empress, which makes sense. Okay, hold on. Let me get some cards from this deck, or just at least one card. Can I get a card for the physical appearance of my group ones, please, Spirit? Group ones. What do people notice most about their physical appearance? And here we have Air, the butterfly. Maybe some of you blossomed into a beautiful butterfly. Maybe some of you, I'm hearing ugly duckling. Maybe some of you used to be the ugly duckling, and then what did the ugly duckling sprout into? The beautiful swan. Everyone was saying, we don't want you here, leave, go away. And now all of a sudden, when he turned into the beautiful swan, everybody wanted a little piece of him or her. I forget the gender, it don't matter, you know? So the butterfly is someone who used to be considered ugly and a creepy crawly until it blossomed and came out a butterfly. Not everybody thinks butterflies are beautiful. They may not, they're a little scary to me, if I'm being honest. Ever since that episode of SpongeBob, I haven't looked at butterflies the same again, okay? And y'all know the episode, if y'all are avid SpongeBob watchers, where the I don't know how the hell the butterfly survived under the deep blue sea, but the butterfly was going around terrorizing everybody in Bikini Bottom, because when they would look at it, they were like, oh, that's a cute butterfly. And then they would zoom into the butterfly's face, and it was scary and ugly, and it had everybody running, trashing Bikini Bottom to get away from that butterfly. Child, raising hell up in Bikini Bottom, okay? So maybe wherever you go, you raise hell. And I'm hearing that Kesha song where it's like something about we'll be raising hell. So yeah, you're like a little bit of like a troublemaker. You know, I'm getting a Serena from Gossip Girl, which I just started watching yesterday because it came back on Netflix. It's like what's her name? Serena van der Woodsen, I think it is. And she was a party girl. She would walk around still everybody's man. Everybody thought she was the most prettiest, the most beautiful, even though in my opinion Blair was the more pretty one. But that's just, you know, it's semantics. It's people's type and what they prefer. If they were to be compared, in my opinion, who I think would be more attractive would be Blair, you know, because even in the first episode we're like, oh my gosh, Serena van der Woodsen was spotted here, and we always knew that Nate had a crush on her and had a thing for her. When he had a Blair, you want to go straight her in for Serena? Whew. Some people don't know fine taste when they have it, you know? So some of you are like, you know, maybe rich and famous. Like I said, people stop and wonder where you're going to be and what you're going to do when you have like a bit of a Gossip Girl behind you, either a fan group or something, when it comes to your looks, you know? Whether they make themselves known or not, whether you know who they are or not. Because the whole thing about Gossip Girl, they didn't know who it was or who she was, you know? So yeah, there's something about that where you came out and like sprout and have like a homecoming moment, or what do they call those moments in back in the days in rich society, high society, coming out? It's in Bridgerton as well, where you had your year of when you're grown, you can finally be placed on the market for everyone to see. You know, you finally grew into a woman or whatever, society standards of coming of age, essentially, thing. And once you came of age, you became someone who was very beautiful and who everybody wanted to look like. So like I said, you're definitely that muse, that Serena van der Woodsen. Everybody wanted to know what she was wearing next, who she was wearing next, kind of energy. Just like fascinated with someone because they're the party girl, the ones who doesn't care about anyone else but themselves. At least that was her in the beginning of the show, you know? I kind of feel like it stuck with her throughout the series, because when it comes to rich and famous, they will always have that thread of, I feel like, being selfish and everything's being about them kind of energy. Because how do you sleep with your best friend's man? I don't care how drunk you are. Your inhibitions can never be that low unless you're just a trash person. Okay, but anyway. But not too much on y'all. Not saying y'all slept with our best friend's boyfriend or anything. But there's that vibe of people could think you could steal their man if you wanted to. You maybe give off mean girl vibes, essentially. Or just like top of the food chain. You're the one everybody is like scared of, wanting to be, looking up to all at the same time. Because I'm pretty sure the lion is respected in the animal kingdom, but he's also still feared, okay? But yeah. At the bottom, we have the dogs. You can look very cutesy. Here, I'm getting these red shoes always do something for me. I don't know what it is. Like, your Little Red Riding Hood, you look good in red. You have a specific pair of red shoes you like to wear. I'm hearing red bottoms, Louboutins. So that could be something that's coming through, though. That's playing into or tying to the whole designer aspect of you that I was picking up on. Here we have the Ace of Materials in reverse. Like, I'm not even sure if these should even be in reverse for what do you look like. It's just these came out. I'm hearing your voice like booms. You have like a very far reaching voice, essentially. I'm hearing something about you look like a damsel in distress. So maybe a lot of you here have like the blonde hair like Serena, the blue eyes, and everybody just wants to save you. Have your own like little stalker, the way Dan was her stalker in the show. Ooh, sorry. That's my confirmation sneeze, so be careful out there, guys. We could have a stalker, okay? Yeah, you're a social butterfly as well. That's coming through. That just came through. You make friends very easily. You're very approachable. You're very nice, okay? But you also give off that mean girl, I'm gonna eat you up kind of energy. Like, I'm not really getting too much Regina George, but definitely more Serena van der Woodsen out of you. Because she was like a nice person. She was just had a questionable character. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say Regina George was a nice person. But she definitely had a questionable character, you know? But anyway, we have the Ace of Materials. You look a little rich, like you put time and energy. I'm hearing you spend a pretty penny on what you wear, or you look like you do. There's something like very dreamy like about you. Maybe you're like an artist and you kind of wear whatever you want. I'm hearing draping clothing, so you can wear a lot of baggy clothing to express yourself. I'm hearing streetwear for some of you. You wear a lot of streetwear, the baggy pants, that kind of thing. I'm hearing moto jackets. So maybe some of you like moto jackets, like leather motorcycle jackets. What else am I getting for you guys? Maybe long, yeah, it's giving long flowy dresses. I'm also getting like a bohemian vibe from some of you as well. I do feel like your personality comes through in your clothes. You're not someone who wears like just, I feel like people who are all black, their personality does come through, but I feel like if your personality is more like fashionable, like it comes through in the clothing you wear, like it's giving colors, you know? You don't wear just black all the time. You wear different colors, you wear patterns, you know, that kind of energy. You could even wear textures. I'm hearing you could wear like faux fur if you don't believe in real fur, or you can wear real fur if you don't care. You know, but a tender voices kind of thing is definitely giving like a damsel in distress. You always need help. Like you're very dainty. Men always want to rush and help you with stuff. Maybe some of you could be like really short and petite, and men are like, oh, you can't carry that, let me help you. You know what I mean? That kind of energy, you inspire that in men. Specifically, if you're a woman and you look very dainty and damsel in distressy, they want to help you. You know. And then we have the Empress, where it's just like, I feel like you have like an abundance of like light from inside of you that shines through kind of energy, because the Empress is very kind. She is very nurturing. She cares for people. She takes care of people. She wants to. She has the means to. So you could have the means to take care of people with the Nine of Cups and the Empress. You represent everything that people want in a person, essentially. You know, you're nice, you're pretty, you're approachable, you're popular kind of energy. You dress nice, you know, and you also have a nice personality. For those who kind of get to know you, but we haven't gotten to personality yet. This is just looks. Empress, you have it all. Maybe some of you could wear that colored hair. Here we have like very extravagant, bold makeup, you know, like the eyeliner is very bold and out there in your face. Maybe blue eyeliner could be your signature. You wear flowers in your hair, or you wear a lot of flowers in general, floral textures, floral prints. That's the bohemian vibe coming through for some of you. We have this lady underwater, or it looks like she's underwater, but she's not, because she's above water. So like I said, you give that very dreamy, Piscean kind of energy. Maybe you look like a mermaid, and that would make sense if you have the colored hair, because we think of mermaids as beautiful, with long, flowy, down to their butt kind of hair in colors, and it flows with them. Like maybe you're, and you know how some people's hair, because not everybody's hair, when you're swimming, it kind of flows behind you. Think of H2O, when those girls would be swimming like, and their hair would be flowing behind them and looking like just water, essentially. So your hair could flow and look silky. You always got a silk press. You okay? Or you always got a bust down, what do they call it, a 30-inch bust down weave or wig, whatever, and it's always silky, smooth, and straight. Like it looks like it's flowing underwater. How hair looks. So some people's hair, like I said, very specific, looks like silk underwater. That's the kind of vibe that's coming through for you. Your hair can also have like a lot of body in it. I'm getting black hair, dark hair for most of you. But like I said, there's some colored hair coming through. Pink in particular, okay? I'm hearing red. I'm also hearing blue. Yeah, those are the colors coming through. I'm also hearing like cotton candy pink in particular, because that's what this color hair is. But yeah, looks-wise, you're definitely sounds like a little bit of like a, feminine. You dress very feminine. Even if you're a guy, you could dress very feminine. Some of you could dress very bold as well, but it's giving you show like a lot of skin for the most part. The Empress here is fully covered, but when she opens up, people want to see the whole universe is beneath her clothes. So that is something that's coming through very strongly. People have a strong visceral reaction to your physical body, okay? Whether it's you're thick, whether it's you're slim thick, whether it's you're bigger, whether it's you're skinny and don't really have any curves, there's something about a visceral reaction to just your body and wanting to see what's underneath the clothing that you're wearing, okay? But yes, maybe some of you could, like I said, could have gone through like a physical transformation where you went from this to this, and people are like, oh, I'm so used to seeing you like this. I wonder what you look like underneath the clothing now, you know, after going through that big transformation. Like I said, there's also something like very adorable about you as well, with that Pisces energy coming through. Like it's giving mermaid, siren-y, haunting song. Maybe there's something here about sound coming through. So it's like music people see, because some people do see or hear music when they look at people or things. That's something I just learned recently. I feel like I've heard of it before, but I didn't know like someone who was so famous as Pharrell had it, you know? He was like, when he sees things, he hears music. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, that's very cool in my opinion. So you could have like someone who when they see you, they hear music in a specific kind of tone, you know? Or I'm also being called to, there's like specific scenes in the Winx Fate saga or Fate the Winx saga where Musa in this adaptation can hear people's thoughts and feel their emotions. And with, I think her name is Tara, with her brother in particular, she hears nothing. So she can only be at peace with that person. So this person could like they hear things with everyone else, but it's quiet with you. Kind of also playing into the whole Edward and Bella thing, where Edward can hear everyone else's thoughts, but it's pure quiet when he's with Bella. And that's like the only quiet he gets. He's not always worrying, even though he kind of is now because he can't hear what she's thinking. It's like a peace that comes with being with that person, you know? So they either hear music or they don't hear anything at all, like sweet silence kind of energy. It's like the whole world is buzzing, and then you see this one person in beautiful living color, their hair flowing in the wind. I'm hearing their head thrown back in laughter. You could have a loud laugh. That could be with that sound is also coming through as well. You have a loud laugh that carries, and they're like, they're just seeing you with your head thrown back, laughing, hair flowing silky down your back to your butt, okay? And they're just stopping like, wow, that person looks like they're having a good time. Like, I want to be more like that. And that's with that muse energy, you inspire them to try to be more happy or to laugh like you one day. Because, you know, people admire people's laughs. That's why I feel like a sound is coming through for you. Either you have a beautiful voice, like a haunting, lilting melody is what I'm hearing. So your voice could sound like a little airy. You know, like how a siren song is creepy but also attractive at the same time kind of vibe, you know? That could be something coming through. Let me pull some cards from here really quickly before I move on to personality. What else are we getting for looks, please, Spirit? Yeah, there's something very colorful because I'm being called to these fish, and in particular koi fish, and how koi fish are basically bred to be like showpieces. They're bred to come in all different colors and just sit in a koi pond for the rest of their life. But you have to, I think they're an expensive kind of fish. They're not cheap. So like you're an expensive showpiece, essentially. People just want to put you in a tank and watch you, or put you in a pond and watch you, and you're expensive to have, but they like looking at you kind of thing, you know? It's giving like a trophy wife or something. So arm candy is, yeah, what just came through. And I don't know how I got that from fishes, but it came out somehow. Here we have mushroom recycling, breaking down problems. Ooh, I'm gonna head out. And here we have cauldron, creation, opportunity, caring. That's the Empress right there. Yeah, you are someone who's very caring. I'm hearing you look mischievous, like you're always cooking up a scheme. You're always plotting, you know, that kind of playful mischievousness that you have. That's coming through as well. But like with this creativity coming through in full force here, with even this look she's giving, and the Ace of Pentacles are just like, you can make your own clothes. The look she's giving is just like, it's gorgeous. She looks beautiful. Like she made her own little thing using earth. She's using shrubbery. She's using flowers to create her own unique little looks. You could make clothing that incorporates flowers, shrubbery, stuff like that. And that's what people are thinking of. They're like, you're just so creative in the things you wear and how you look. It's giving how Raven from That's So Raven used to make her own clothing. She would always stand out amongst everyone else whenever she was wearing her extravagant outfits, okay? But yeah, that's what it's giving me. You're cooking up something. You're creating things. So looks-wise, you're always creating looks. You could be a mua. You could be an MUA. I like saying mua. You could be a fashion stylist. You could be a fashion designer. You could be someone who loves to go to fashion week, and like you're just very much into fashion. Like I said, that fall vibe where that's the most exciting time of year for the people who are into fashion, because you can just kind of do whatever you want. It's a little cold, so you can layer. And you just have more freedom. You know, you have more room to breathe, more room to experiment in the fall than you do in any other season, essentially, you know? Maybe there's something here about burnt oranges, yellows, greens, blues, those keep coming through. But mushroom. Yeah, for guys, you know what, a mushroom top, you could, you know, like, I don't want to get into it, but there's something about that. Maybe some of you have like a, what do they call it? There's a kibby body type where you have like where your shoulders frame the rest of your body. So if you are a guy, you can have like very broad shoulders and it frames the rest of your body beautifully. I'm trying to remember what that kibby body type is called. It's something romantic. Flamboyant romantic, or flamboyant. No, romantic is one and a flamboyant is one, but it's flamboyant. I forget. But if you guys are into kibby body types, which you probably are because you dress people to look, like I said, you could be a fashion stylist where you style people. And you have to know their kibby body type for what they can wear, what they can't wear kind of energy. So maybe you style flamboyance and romantics, or you are one. Like, what is the second part to that? You're a flamboyant natural, maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, if it's coming through, mostly maybe you probably remember. So the way the mushroom is framing the rest of the body, I remember having watching a video about kibby body types, and the lady was like, if you're flamboyant, like your shoulders are very wide and it frames the rest of your body, which is why it's flamboyant. You know, you could have a big chest and a smaller waist and everything, you know what I mean? But it like all comes together. For guys, very broad shoulders, trim waist, that kind of energy. I'm hearing thick muscular thighs. Okay, so maybe some of y'all be in the gym. Okay. I'm also hearing yoga, limber. So maybe some of you wear yoga pants, stuff like that. Very athleisure, you know. And even in that, you look amazing. And people are like, how? And you're just like, I don't know what to tell you, you know. Like, I don't know what to say. The Empress can make anything look good, honestly. There's nothing that you can say or do. It's just like, some people got it and some people don't. Some people know how to put an outfit together, some people don't. Some people make everything look good or can make everything look good, and some people can't. So it's like, I've never seen you have a bad hair day, a bad fashion day, a bad look. What's your secret? It's just, I'm the embodiment of Venus, okay? I'm hearing the birth of Venus. So some of you could be into art culture as well. I'm the painting the birth of Venus, where she's like, has like a very goddessy figure, where she has the hips, and then she has the curvature to her, the boobs and everything, you know, what people think is the ideal body type. So of course we're going to have a lot of different body types here, but what people think is that you have an ideal body type. So even if you do have more weight on your bones, you carry the weight better than other people would, you know? Some people just carry it all on their stomach and they don't really have a shape or anything. Maybe you have the hips to balance it out and the shoulders to balance it out. So you have all this weight on you, yeah, but you make it look good, you know, is the vibe that's coming through, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave that right there. But yeah, there's something here about your shoulders framing the rest of your body. I'm hearing gamine. So some of you could be gamine as well. I'm hearing flamboyant, I'm hearing romantic, and then I'm hearing gamine. So those could be your kibby body types coming through. Now, what we're going to do is get into personality now. That's what people notice most about your physical appearance. It was definitely very fashiony, you know. So how you dress. Your hair was definitely coming through as well. Your shoulders, your physique, the way you carry weight, the way you dress yourself. You're very creative in your looks and with your makeup as well, is what I'm getting. Or maybe just you're flamboyant. Maybe that isn't your kibby body type. Maybe you're just flamboyant. You look like a flamboyant person. You look like a natural person, a romantic person. And then some, like gamine is probably like, not the most conventional attractive, but you're still considered conventionally attractive, you know. A Gamine is more like a, I think of like sickly, you know, like you're really skinny, you have like very sharp features, you almost look alien-esque, you know, like you're not of this world, but it's like an ethereal beauty in that, you know. That's what's coming, like alien, you know. That's what's coming through for some of you as well. And that's people notice, like, wow, you look different, but in a good way, like a siren, you know, or a mermaid, like you're not of this world. Now, for personality, please. And then you have confidence. A lot of confidence. I'm hearing a lot of bravado. A lot of nerve. Let me stop. A lot of chutzpah. Okay, so personality. What do people notice most about the personality of my group ones, please? Okay, 9 of Voices. Interesting. Maybe you don't say much. I'm hearing that song by Ronan Keating, I believe it is. I like you best when you say nothing at all. Or I like it best when we say nothing at all. It's one of those two. So people don't really, like, hear your, okay. Maybe you're someone who doesn't talk that often, or you're very much to yourself. You keep to yourself. So when people do hear you speak, there's something like, you know, jarring about it. People always see you serve looks. You know, it's giving runway model on the runway, and people are, you know, chomping at the bit to see what you're wearing next in your next show and following you around and having a stalker. So some of you could be models for real. And you have people who come to your show to see what you're wearing next, how you're going to look. But when you're a model, you don't hear models talk. Like, real talk. I'm saying real talk. You don't hear models talk. They're just walking down the runway. They don't speak. But when you do hear them talk, it's kind of like, what? Wait, I'm not used to you, like, having words. I'm used to you being a body on the runway, you know, showcasing the most, you know, the most extravagant, expensive designer things of the fall or whatever fashion week is, you know? That's what I think of when I think of you. But the fact that you actually speak or have, like, a very booming laugh, I'm giving, like, a Gigi Hadid kind of vibe, you know? So blonde hair, bluish eyes are coming through again. How when I first heard her speak, I'm like, what? Like, when I see her, she gives, like, feminine, very feminine, but then her voice is, like, more, like, deep. And I'm like, wait, I wasn't expecting that out of you. Because I didn't really hear her talk. She was just a picture all the time. I would see her posting pictures with her boyfriends or on the runway, or whenever she would come across my feed, I would see her, but I would never hear her talk. And then there was a video or something, and I'm like, wait, that's how you sound? Really? It's like, wait, that's not what I would expect for you to sound like. You know? That's kind of coming through in some way. So that could become if you have, like, a more masculine or deep or scratchier, huskier voice for a girl is what I'm going to put it at. Because if you're a guy, you kind of want that gravelly, deep tone. Or most people do anyway. But for girls, you're supposed to have, like, a very high-pitched tone. And if you don't, and it's, like, deeper or rougher or gruffer, it's like, what? That's what you sound like, you know? Personality, 2 of Swords. You're very decisive. You know what you want. I do think there's something about you straddling 2 different ideas or 2 different personalities, maybe. Because the 2 of Voices, like, having to make a decision, and you can either go this way or that way. The 2 of Swords kind of give me in this spread someone who has decided that they have, like, a split personality. Like, I am this way at work. I am this way in school. I am this way in public, and then I'm this way in private. There's always going to be 2 sides of me, because everyone, based on my profession or just how people perceive me, I'm never going to be seen as who I actually am. So there's the public, how they see me, and then there's how I see myself and how I am with my family and friends and people who actually know me in the privacy of my own homes. Like, you know how celebrities have a public persona, but we don't really know how they are at home. You know? So you guys are getting a little bit of, like, a celebrity in your hometown or wherever you reside. People see you as, like, a celebrity because, of course, if you're wearing designer clothes and everything, they're thinking you have money, you're someone important, you know? If you're flying on your private jet and that kind of vibe, oh, that person must be famous or have money. And that's the vibe that's coming through. So they see you as that person. But no one ever took time to see beneath Serena van der Woodsen's persona of who are you really. You're just a rich girl. You're spoiled. You're a spoiled brat. Like, da-da-da-da. You're a party girl. But no one ever took the time to realize who she actually was. Like I said, she was a nice person, you know? So we have Three of Inspirations in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Like, I'm not getting reversal messages for the cards that are here. Like, I'm getting that you inspire. You could travel a lot. You could have a lot of nice travel stories with the Three of Wands. But I'm hearing you're somehow removed from them. You're telling people of all the places you've been, all the places you've traveled, and it's kind of like you're dissociating from that. It's like you're not like excited or happy that you went and explored the world. It's like you have like a boredom to you, you know, where it's like you're saying all these fantastical things about your life and where you've been, but you seem emotionally like removed, monotone when you're explaining it, you know. And it's like that kind of happens, especially when you have to be on in those moments and you don't really get to be who you are and enjoy the experience as you. You're enjoying it as a worker. You're enjoying it as your other persona. And your other persona is kind of like, you know how Beyonce and some people say they have like a alter ego where on stage she's Sasha Fierce and she's like, she can do whatever she wants. That Queen of Wands energy, it only comes out when she's on stage. But then when she's like regular Beyonce, she's more soft-spoken, more reserved. I wouldn't say she's shy, but, you know, she has the energy, the air of being shy as that Virgo, you know, in her. But Virgos, I wouldn't say are shy. They're reserved until they kind of suss out who you are, especially in public when you're being perceived or you have a persona or people expect something from you. No one is going to show their true face until they're with people who they feel themselves with, you know. So you have like a removed air about when it comes to telling your stories and where you've been, you know? So you're kind of outgoing but reserved at the same time. People get that vibe from you. And that's a Queen of Wands. Like, you know your worth. You're very confident. You're very outspoken about certain things. You answer questions. You know, you're very bold. I'm hearing dynamic, enigmatic, that kind of energy. But maybe you have the Queen of Wands status. I want to say stature. So whatever the Queen of Wands stature is, I guess, that you have that stature, but you have the status, the esteem of the Queen of Wands. She's the one in charge. She's very bossy, very much, I want it my way, you know? I want it that way. My way or the highway kind of vibes. You work for me. I get what I want from you, and you're going to do it because I'm me kind of energy, you know? That's coming back to like that whole mean girl, on top, in charge kind of energy. So you could give that off as well. Personality is coming through now, personality. But it's like you don't use it for bad. You could, but I'm not getting the vibe that you do. So you have the means to be the siren-esque type figure, but you don't use it for bad, you know? But yeah, with the Nine of Swords, there is something here about you being very reserved and you keep to yourself. It's like, I only speak when I'm spoken to, but not in the way of, oh, I'm not going to speak to you. Okay, how can I say it? I'm not going to start a conversation, but if you speak to me, I'll speak back to you kind of energy. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm a girl and I have to wait for a guy or I have to wait to be acknowledged, to be spoken to. No. If people aren't talking to you, most likely you're not going to really be saying much to them, you know? That's the vibe that's coming through the Nine of Swords. But also something here about being very much in your head. A lot can go over your head. You can miss a lot. Is something that can be coming through as well. With the Nine of Swords. Because the Nine of Swords is an energy of like anxiety, thinking too much, sleepless nights. Maybe you look tired. Or you act tired all the time. Maybe you're exhausted. Emotionally. And I forgot to turn on this damn light. Not that I think we need it. But hey. Maybe you have your own light, but it's there, so let me turn it on. I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is that there if it's not being used for something? The light is on now. But yeah. There could be something here about you not having any hair. You could be bald and it works. You know who I'm giving? Cheaty on TikTok. How she's a model and she cuts her hair off all the time. And she's like having like a, maybe some of you have like a beauty or brand because she makes like scalp care, you know, because she's always bald, so she makes stuff to help take care of her scalp and keep it, you know, healthy, keep it clean kind of energy. So if you, whether you have hair, whether you don't have hair, there's something here about looks that are coming through very strongly. I'm hearing also, like I said, good bone structure as well. But there's something like very how can I describe it, soft about your energy, like I said, dreamy, in the clouds kind of thing. And that's that 9 of Swords. You're there but you're not there, you know, always in your head kind of energy, head in the clouds. You're always thinking about something, you're not really in the room, you know, when people are speaking. That's that dissociation vibe that I was getting. With this 3 of Wands in reverse, there could be something here about you not have traveled in a lot of places, but you have a lot of knowledge about the places, you know? So you haven't done the actual travel, which the 3 of Wands gives me travel vibes. You haven't done, or it is in this reading, excuse me. You haven't done the actual physical traveling, but you have the knowledge about different cultures, is the vibe that's coming through for your personality. You have like a lot of know-how when it comes to different cultures, where some people only know their culture, you know many different cultures. And look at how we have the cheetah. There's like a feline-esque something about you, a feline-esque quality, like smooth movements, you know what I mean? Like your muscles. When the cheetah moves, I'm seeing a cheetah walk, and how, you know, their shoulders go back, and it's like sinewy muscle kind of vibe. You could be like, you have like a lot of good muscles, you know? You can work your muscles. That's what I was saying with the limber quality about some of you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but you have like a limber quality. We have a flowy dress coming through again. But you are definitely someone who is very decisive, is what's coming through for you guys. I think you're someone who knows what you want, which is something that's very admirable. I'm hearing you have like a lot of lofty dreams as well. Like dreams about what you want to happen in the future. Maybe if people don't know that you're successful. 'Cause I don't think models are like, they could be very successful in their career, but they're not well known, you know? They're walking the runways, and half those people who walk the runways, we don't know their names. Unless they're like high fashion models, like the Gigi Hadids, the Kendall Jenners, the Bella Hadids, whatever, you know, the Victoria's Secret models, you know. If you're not that, but you get a lot of work and you're a model, but you're not one of the well-known, or you don't want your business in the public, you know, in the public, I don't know where I was going with that. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, you're telling people what you want to achieve and the dreams you want to see come happen, manifest. And people are like, oh, look at you and your lofty dreams. They're never going to happen. They're delusional, not knowing that you are successful with it already in some kind of capacity. You know, you're going to make it happen. So you're telling people, yeah, I want to go and model in Japan, or I want to go and model here, and I want to go and model there. And people are like, girl, you're delusional, not knowing that it's already in the works, you know? It's gonna happen, but they don't know that because you're not like a Beyonce, a household name, and everybody would know. In the modeling world, you're not a Gigi Hadid or whatever. It's for everybody to know. You're not a household name, but you get money, you make bank. You know? Like, I want to be a content creator. Oh, please. Not know that you already are one, you know? That kind of thing is coming through. And look, I was talking about lions and it came through. Yeah, you're definitely giving like very feline energy, where you're, like I said, very beautiful, very powerful, top of the food chain, but you're also highly respected as well. So let's get a card from this deck for a personality. My group ones, please, Spirit, my group ones. What is the first thing people notice about their personality? Group ones, their personality. We have the raccoon. You're very resourceful. You make things happen. That's funny. The raccoon is so cute. Look at it. Look at it. And they have a little family. Yeah, one thing about a raccoon, they gonna survive. Like, you think how they're rodents, they be out there surviving because they're resourceful in that kind of way. Whatever they want to make happen, they're gonna make happen. Then we have spirit, so there's something like very spiritual about you. I did something ethereal about your looks. When it comes to personality, you give off someone who is very spiritual, you know, which is why you're always in your head. You can have a very activated crown chakra or a third eye chakra, so you're always thinking, receiving messages, receiving downloads, just chilling. You know what I mean? Minding your business, preserving your energy is what I'm hearing. And people kind of get that vibe from you. You have the look of being ethereal, but then you also have the personality of it as well with the unicorn here. You're like no one they've ever met before, honestly. And I feel like everybody wants to use the name Empress, but not everybody's an Empress, you know? Not everybody can be an Empress. So when they meet you, you give off those Empress vibes physically, and then you give off the ethereal, very highly spiritual vibes, personality wise, and people are like, you're like, I'm hearing a diamond in the rough kind of energy. You're someone who is very unique is the vibe that's coming through, you know? You don't meet a girl like her every dynasty is the vibe that's coming through. You don't walk in a bar and meet a fashion model or someone who's very intelligent, someone who's very smart, someone who has like a lot of thoughts and a lot of opinions with a 9 of swords, who has like a lot of dreams, who has like a lot of ambition, you know? So I'm going to get some cards from here. Yeah, there's something about water. It's like giving fairy or mermaid vibes. So you give very petite, cute, fairy pixie vibes, okay? I'm hearing manic pixie girl, manic pixie dream girl, where she's like the archetype in a lot of movies. Like, I heard about this for the first time in another reading, and I'm like, what does that even mean? I have to stop and look it up. But basically, she's the most desirable girl in every movie, every TV show, the manic pixie dream girl. Like, she's very popular, she's very out there, she looks beautiful. She's the desire of all the men in the show, movie, series, and that is Serena van der Woodsen. Okay, that's it. That is all. Like, I'm hearing your spirit speaks louder than anything else. But your personality, like the unicorn, is very unique. You don't meet a girl like her every dynasty. You don't see a unicorn just walking down the street, you know? And look at how the little raccoon is building these things. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but are they supposed to be seats? I don't know. Like, you build things. You could be very handy as well if you're a guy or a girl. Either way, you fix things. You do your own at-home work. I'm hearing renovations. If anything needs being done at home, you're doing it yourself. You're not waiting for a guy to do it. Some of you may not even have a guy to do it or a father to do it, so you do it yourself. You know, you're a little bit of a handyman or a handy woman. But yeah, I don't know why it was giving me manic pixie dream girl, the most desirable girl in anything kind of vibe, you know? So pixie, mermaidy kind of energy, people fall under your spell is the vibe that's coming through for you guys. Now I want to get some cards from here before I end out the reading. What else do people notice the most about my group 1's personality, please? What do they notice the most? We have hedge, potential, boundaries, and decision. And that could be what the 9 of Swords is as well. You keep yourself separated from others. Like I said, you have conversations with people, but you don't indulge too much. You're always like, you're more reserved. And it came through. Yeah. So you keep your boundaries very firm as well. You're a Queen of Wands, and you could use the gifts you have with the Queen of Wands and the Empress coming through very attractive physically. You could use those attributes that you have to get whatever you want, but you keep up those boundaries. You can get a lot of attention, and you're like, you know, I'm not trying to talk to you. I don't want to date you. I'm just like here. You know, that kind of energy. But that's also what I was talking about. You have lofty dreams, potential. People see your potential. You're going places. You have a lot of ambitions. But you definitely keep a part of yourself, that other half of you, to yourself. Only specific people see that part of you. Here we have preserve. Yeah. What else? You have security, forethought, and thrift. So you're very, maybe a little bit of a penny pincher. You like to save money. You don't buy too many things. Or like I said, you could thrift the expensive pieces that you do have, and you preserve them very well. I didn't mention that before. Like, if you do have a lot of pieces, you preserve them very well so they always still look brand new, because you're not out there spending all this money on a bunch of different things, you know. That's what that resourcefulness is for. You're able to find things or make them look expensive, make an outfit look expensive, even though it isn't expensive. And people are like, oh, what are you wearing? Christian Louboutin, you're wearing Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga. You know what I mean? That song is coming through. Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, ha, ha, ha. That's the song, Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga. It's a very straightforward song. But definitely you could, they think you're wearing those things. You look like a high fashion model in what you wear, but you're just not. For real, you save your money. We have butterfly coming through again. Wow. We have transformation, joy, beauty, transience. We have unicorn spirit. We have transience. So like I said, you're apart from everyone else. You know, you're always in the clouds. Or you keep your peace. You keep your boundaries up high. And there's a part of you people have not met or seen. And they're like, wow, this person, like, it's hard to read. Like, I want to know so much about them, but they're not giving me much. You know, and I respect them for keeping those boundaries firm, but I also want to know more. Let me in, kind of energy. You're a different kind of person. You could ration, you could save food. And here we have another cute little animal coming through. You could, like I said, you could be very cutesy. What came through before that said cutesy? The dog. Loyal, okay, but the dog was like very cute, adorable. Then we have a raccoon, so small, so unassuming, but they get the job done. They get what they need, okay. I'm getting the over the hedge, since hedge came through, which is funny because that's a movie with a raccoon who's trying to convince everyone else to follow behind him and do what he says, not knowing that he's playing like both sides. He's trying to get food for the bear and all kind of stuff. So he's lying to the people, putting them in danger to get extra food to pay back the bear for something. And over the hedge, okay, it's like an old 2000s movie. It's a cartoon animation. But since we have the raccoon here, like a very cute, unassuming raccoon, but he was plotting on the side, you know. Like I said, you look mischievous. Like you always have something going on in your mind. Like you're always plotting someone's downfall, their revenge. You're like I'm witnessing someone falling or falling off a cliff or leaving you alone. And those like the dark jokes and thoughts that go around in your mind. And people are like, what are you thinking about? They'll never know. But just based on how you look, it comes off as mischievous, okay? This transformation is coming through again. So you either grew into your looks, or you just look beautiful wherever you go, like a butterfly. You're admired for your looks, your beauty. That's coming through. Joy, beauty. You have like a very nice personality. I feel like when you open up, but back to that, I keep getting lost. Chipmunk, cute chunky cheeks, okay? Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Raccoon, small but mighty, gets the job done. So you look very cutesy and small, but you're like vicious on the inside, you know? Rabid. The way these things get when they don't have food, you know? Maybe you did come from a household where you didn't have much food, so you know what it's like to not have food. So you kind of ration, preserve, save food. You don't spend your money all in one place. You're a saver because you need that security. Security is important to you. Forethought is thinking about things and what you may need before they happen. And thrift is finding good finds for a more affordable price. So you're thrifty. But yeah, transience, there's something here about learning a lesson, moving on, and like not relating to regular everyday people because the things that bother them or the things that they're worried about are not things that you're worried about. So it's kind of like you have kind of evolved, which is why you kind of dissociate or get lost in your mind and don't really pay attention to what people are saying because you're not on the same level, the same frequency essentially, okay? And people feel that. That's what they notice most about you, that you're never fully there. You're always like somewhere else, but you engage, you talk, you know, but you don't really pick up on their advances. If they're flirting, you don't flirt back. But you talk to them. You're not the kind of person who's going to walk up to someone and start talking to them. No. But if they talk to you, you'll talk back, but not in a way where it's like you're engaged. You're kind of like half in, half out. Two of Swords, you know? So I'm going to leave the reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Here we have the balance. We have the if you can see it, we have the scale. So there is something here about two sides of you, very even-tempered kind of energy, or just a balanced individual. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. If you like the reading, like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. If you want a reading, email me, use my email in the description box below. But I hope you guys enjoy the reading, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Light Seers Tarot, if you chose the card that was on top, which is the Ace of Wands, or you chose thumbnail image 2, welcome to your reading. I've missed you guys. I swear, I feel like I haven't done a reading in so long. Like, the last reading I filmed was like a week and a half ago. And I'm just like, what? Like, when you go from filming readings like every other day, it's like a week and a half going by. It's like, do I still even know how to read? You know? But I've missed you guys. I've missed sitting here, getting into energies, reading for you guys. Work has been busy lately. But you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do out here. So let's get into your reading. Today we're gonna be getting into what do people notice most about your physical appearance and your personality, okay? We're gonna get into it. It's gonna be I didn't expect group 1 to be so long. It was like 52 minutes. So we get into each one. There's a segment on your looks, there's a segment on personality, and then that's the end of the reading. So it may get, you know, I don't know how the time goes by so quickly. I feel like I've been here for like 15 minutes and then I leave and it's been an hour. It makes no sense, but I read until I'm done reading, I guess. So if you're gonna be here or you're willing to be here for that long, then welcome. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, we'll get into, I guess we're gonna do looks for everyone first. Why not? Because for some reason, maybe there's something very chill about your personality. You just kind of go with the flow. Like, yeah, why not? You know? Because group 1 was very much like people were like fixated on their physical looks. For you guys, it's kind of giving like, you know, more laid back, chill vibes. You know what I mean? You're the cool cat. Nothing really ruffles your feathers kind of energy. The Ace of Wands, there is something very cool about you. Like, you know, there's something just like very, I'm hearing intoxicating or stimulating about you kind of vibe, where you walk around people and they want to know who you are, where you came from. They ask you a lot of questions. They want to know what makes you tick. They want to kind of get under your skin a little bit. You know, I understand that. They want to kind of poke the bear. Because people who come off too chill, I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Because I'll be getting angry about every little thing. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, this person's walking too slow. Oh, I'm waiting, this line is too long. Like, I get mad about every little thing. People who are just very chill and go with the flow and don't let nothing bother them, those people are scary. I have like a friend like that, and I'm trying to make him mad. I'm like poking him, hoping that he just gets upset, and never does. And I'm like, I guess, or whatever. He's a Cancer, so maybe some of you could be Cancers. He's a Cancer Leo cusp, so maybe some of you could be Cancer Leo cusp or Cancer or Leo. It doesn't matter. But I do feel like Leos are very, like, you know, chill, go with the flow kind of people. They're very exuberant, very out there. That's like personality. When it comes to like your temper, I think it's very chill. I'm not seeing you getting mad at everything, and if that doesn't resonate for you, then this might not be your reading. The Ace of Wands is someone who can engage like very stimulating conversation, you know. They get very like excited, or they're very excitable when they're talking about things that make them happy and light them up and their passions and stuff like that. So there could be something specific about you that you do that you're known for, that people know to ask you about, and that's gonna kind of like bright you up and get you like very animated, you know. So it could be animation, it could be cartoons, it could be anime, it could be drawing, it could be video games, it could be any of those things. And those are the things that kind of get you excited. Otherwise, you would just kind of just be like, you know, laid back. Yeah. You know, I'm hearing James with a Z. I don't know where all these childhood cartoons are coming in more and more in these readings, but I guess that's the way you guys need to understand. From the Fairly Odd Parents, there was a character called James with a Z. And to this day, it upsets me that his name was James with a Z at the end. The whole part of my childhood, I'm thinking his name was James and his last name was with a Z. Like, you know, Patrick Swayze, like his name was James with a Z. I'm like, that's a cool last name. But they're referring to him as James with a Z. at the end of James instead of an S. I'm like, y'all full of mess. Not me trying to make up this whole cool, like, you're that kind of person that I feel like, instead of you thinking that, oh yeah, his name, oh, they're calling him James with a Z, you made this whole big fantastical persona of him, like, oh, with a Z? Oh, that's a nice last name to have. And just for your bubble to be popped, like, oh, it's James with a Z. I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? You create these big fantastical worlds in your mind, and the bubble's always popped. So you're very creative, okay? But yeah, that pisses me off. But anyway, the character, back to the character. He was a very chill. He walked very slow, talked very slow. He was the most popular guy in school kind of energy, you know? A cool cat. Nothing really ruffles them, gets them upset. They're just very much chill vibes. And that's you. So maybe some of you could consider like you're a pothead or something because you smoke a lot of weed, and it's like you're always like just chill. You're never too high strung. You're never, unless you're talking about what you love, because you guys got the Ace of Wands, and that kind of gives me like you're a hothead, but it's like you're not. But I'm getting more so like, you know, when it comes to the things you like and you want to talk about, you're passionate about, you can talk about it for hours. This fan is not doing nothing. If you can hear the fan in the background, I apologize, but it's hot. Like, I don't understand how it's supposed to be. We're going into winter, and it's like hot outside right now. It's very ghetto. I hate being hot, just for reference, you know. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny, because I don't know why me saying I hate being hot took me to you guys could hate being like so hot, like so attractive. That it's just like, huh, you just say that like I hate being so hot, you know what I mean? Because you know, I don't know, you guys are, yeah, that's what's coming through. So maybe you guys can be very physically attractive here, and it's a burden in some kind of way, because maybe it makes people talk to you a lot, or people are always looking at you. You can never be like just by yourself minding your business. People are always looking at you because you're so attractive kind of energy, you know? Now I want to get into it. Physical looks for my group. Choose, please, Spirit. What do people notice most about their physical appearance? What do people notice? Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles. Yes, someone who's very, I'm hearing disciplined, very structured, very smart, very down to earth, but they have like a bit of a wolf personality. And then we have the King of Cups. Wow. But these came out in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I don't think much stresses you. You don't put in like a lot of effort in certain things. Like, and I think that you do, but like when it comes to, how can I say it? Like, it's like when it comes to walking, when it comes to talking, you take your time. The Nine of Wands, like a very frantic energy to me of not giving up, of wanting to get the job done for you. You don't put a lot of effort into things. But it's not saying you're lazy or you don't put in effort. It's just like you don't try too hard, maybe it's the vibe coming through. Because the Nine of Wands is someone, Nine of Wands, I feel like it sounds like Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands is someone who has been trying and trying and trying and trying and is not going to give up until they finally get it. They're flirting with someone until they get the person's number. They're playing a video game until they get to the next level. You're the kind of person who's not letting those things like expend your energy. You're like, nah, I'm good. Like, my energy is expensive. Like, I'm not going to be giving it to just anybody. Is the vibe that's coming through here. So people are not going to see me get out of character. They're not going to see me get upset. They're not going to see me struggling, fighting, holding back my temper, shaking with rage. I'm just going to let it go and let it be, you know? I'm here to let go and let God. And it's something about when speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. The Beatles, you know, peace, love, pixie. That's like, they were very popular, like an era of peace and hippies and stuff like that. The 50s, I think it is. So yeah, there's something here about that coming through. Peace, love, pixie. That's like, nah, I don't want to fight, man. Like, if someone's trying to like rouse your temper, you're like, I'm leaving. I'm walking away, instead of you staying there and letting them stoke the fire, and then you blow up like anger inside out, you know. Blow up like a volcano. You don't let your anger take a hold of you, so you're very grounded, you know. That's the King of Cups. You don't let your emotions get the best of you. Good for you guys. But this could be my guy pile because we have already 2 kings coming through. So mostly men could be choosing this pile, and if not, you have like a very masculine energy of how women are the more out of control sex, and the men are the more in control ones, where I feel like it's the opposite. Women are seen as too emotional and they're overreactive. They're sensitive about every little thing, and men are more stoic and they're supposed to be the strong ones. And I'm like, I feel like it's the opposite, but okay, go off. So yeah, if you are a female watching this, it's definitely giving me the vibe of you're the chill, laid back, you don't let anything ruffle your feathers or bother you kind of vibe, you know? Things that you can't control, you let it go. That's it. And you would fall. We have 9 of Swords coming through. It fell on the floor. I don't feel like picking it up. So that's you. Oh, it fell. It'll stay there. Like, that's it. Like, if it was meant to fall on the table, it would have fallen on the table. But because it fell on the floor, we're going to leave it there. It's the kind of vibe. But I'm frantic to pick up a card that falls. Right now, I'm like your energy is very soothing, I would say. I'm like, oh, it could stay. Why not? We have the Devil. Ooh. Very intoxicating. You guys make people want to do bad things. You convince people to do bad things. You could be a bit of a puppet master. You could be manipulative or controlling. That's what people notice about you. But this is supposed to be about looks. You have devilish good looks, okay? We're pulling for looks. And then you have Temperance here. And that's what I was saying. Very cool, calm, and collected. There's something here about eyes. Your eyes are definitely, like, relaxed. You stare into people's souls. If this is for physicality and how you look, I don't even know what I'm doing. Did I pull for how they look, their appearance? Maybe. There's something very strong, solid about you. Wolfy, prowling, predatory about you. Or intimidating, something like that. There could be something about, you play people like a puppet on your string. You make them do things with your looks. Like I said, you're out and you're very attractive, devilish good looks, which came through before the cards came out. And people are just always looking at you, and they say, if I can get one night with that man or that one night with that girl, I would do whatever they say. I would sell my left, whatever, butt cheek to get a night with that person kind of energy, you know? So you give off very seductive vibes, like the very maybe quiet, the strong and silent type. Like I said, nothing ruffles your feathers. Girls could be sitting there like getting angry in your face and you wouldn't react. But maybe you kind of do when it comes to more adult topics. You react in that way in the bedroom. But when it comes to everyday life, you don't let anything take away from you. So you can have like a very dominant personality. Very seductive. I feel like I'm being seduced by your energy alone. And I don't know you. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Just sitting in your energy. I'm like, okay, I like this. You know? But yeah, there's something here very penetrating about your eyes. Maybe there's something here about a chest tattoo. Because dude here has chest tattoo and so do they. There could be something here about sigils. Or just regular tattoos. Maybe you meditate. Maybe some of you have like gray hair. You're the older guys who have like more of a control on your temper and your personality. You have a hold of yourself, you know. Get a hold of yourself, woman or man, and you do. Always, at all times. Yeah, both of them, for them both to have like white hair, so gray hair, white hair. Some of you could be younger and you dye your hair gray on purpose. Women, men, because he look at him nice, and you could have like a lot of testosterone, so you like your beard grows easily or your hair grows fast. You have like very bushy full eyebrows, you know what I mean? But there's definitely something here about you being able to grow a beard, and I feel like a lot of men, it's a privilege to be able to grow a beard, because some of them just can't grow it for nothing. So you're one of those very masculine, manly men who can grow a beard in 2 seconds. Like, there's a specific person on social media that it's a guy. I think one of the ones that I'm seeing is a doctor, and his hair grows like so thick that even after he shaves, he still has that 5 o'clock shadow. It never goes away. Because no matter how close he gets to the skin, no matter how close he shaves, his skin, his hair is so dark and thick that it leaves like a cast. behind, even when he shaves. Now, there's another guy. I forget her name, but she's a content creator, and she's like a southern woman. She's a little plump. She has like this very bright, big, curly hair. And her husband is like a builder. He builds stuff. He built their house, and she cooks little things and shows us how to cook. And he like grows a beard long, but most recently, he shaved it off. And people were like, what? Who is that? Da, da, da. And that was like a few months ago. He started growing it back out again, and dude has a full beard again. I'm like, how? Like, some people just get blessed in the genetics, and you guys got blessed in genetics, you know? For women, you have the very thick hair, okay? Very thick hair, very coarse hair, very dense hair, whatever, something along those lines. And people are just like, or for you, if you're a guy, you can grow your hair long very easily. Because all of these men, most of these men, have long hair. He's giving bun. His hair is tied back. His hair is long and wild and crazy and unruly. His hair is thick and full and grows into a nice full beard. And this guy here has the hair and he has the beard, you know? I'm being called these very masculine hands. So maybe even if you're a woman, you could have like your hands, or there's something about your hands. They're either very dainty and feminine or very masculine. Something about your hands coming into play. So people notice that about you, which is like, I know when I see a guy and his veins is popping through and his fingers look rough and thick. I'm like, oh. But I'm you see how I got me acting a fool on YouTube? Relax. I'm just like, oh. What are you gonna do with those? You know what I mean? Like, just manly hands. If you're a girl, you get me. If you're a guy, you get me. And you like men, you get me. We're here. Okay? But yeah, for us, we have a black queen here, her little two pigtails. And that's what I was coming through. The coarser hair texture could be coming through, so your hair grows very thick, a lot, full, you know? Because I feel like black people, yeah, our hair grows out and up for most of us. But I wouldn't say my hair is like thick. It's just like, it's hair. It gets full, cool. But there's some people who have thick hair. You're one of those people. Okay. Or people could just think that of you because they're just used to seeing, you know, people with not that much hair, and you just have a lot of hair. Whether it's actually thick or not. Give me a blast of the card. Your looks get people thinking. I almost wanted to say talking. So it could get people talking. You could look very angelic because we have an angel coming through in the Temperance card for your looks. You look very angelic. You look very approachable. You look very nice. You look very laid back kind of energy because he is very laid back in his study, you know? You look smart. You look intelligent. You look like a professor. You look like a scholar. You look like a something, a CEO, someone who's like unbothered by life, you know, who has their ish together. It's the vibe that's coming through for y'all. And then here's a card that fell. So there y'all go. You look like very thoughtful, not in a way of where you're anxious all the time. You could be anxious all the time, but in a way of just like, I have so many responsibilities. You look like you're always thinking about something. And that could be what this Nine of Wands is representing as well. You have a lot on your shoulders, but you're not giving up. You know, you don't give up. Or you could carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. Okay, wink, wink, shove, shove, if you know what I mean. Okay, you look very strong. Yes. Okay, now let me get some cards from here. Eyes are definitely a thing. He's staring into my soul. He's staring into my soul. If I were to turn her over, she's staring into my soul. So since we already read for that, we'll keep it over. Maybe some people have nice long legs. There's something here about flowy tops and slacks. Maybe button down for some of you tees, wife beaters. Red is also something that keeps coming through. Red, red, red. If you look good in red. Maybe some of you are ginger and you have ginger hair. She does have like a reddish tint to her hair as well, like an orange tint, so you can be redheads. But like a very intimidating stare is what's coming through for your looks. And look at how the wolf is looking at me, even though he's giving like that's what that's giving. You have like a very chill, laid back personality, but there's something underneath the surface, like a predator. You know, don't poke the bear. that kind of energy where the bears look so big and cute and cuddly. Okay, bears are so cuddly. Like, don't tell me a bear is not cute. I don't care how big and menacing they look. I would still want to walk up and give a bear a hug, okay? I would want to give up and give a lion a hug because they're just so stinking cute. But underneath, they're vicious. You get too close, they gonna bite you. They gonna rip your limb from limb, child. Yeah, and that could be that predator in them when it comes to bedroom activities for you guys. People are just like, not to them, to you. So this is me thinking, oh, that's what's so attractive about them. They're the undercurrent of danger, you know? That wolf under the surface, a wolf in sheep's clothing, how you come off really nice and you laugh and you're approachable, but underneath it, there's that ripple of danger, okay? Because this wolf ain't playing. He's like, yeah, I'm smiling, I look like older and me, you know, more approachable, but oh, you ain't ready for it, okay? So now I'm hearing, when you're ready, come and get it, nah, 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 nah. That song by Selena Gomez. When you're ready, so when you're ready to deal with this predator, come and get it. But if you're not, leave me alone. What do we have for looks? We have a bat. Yes. I think bats are misunderstood creatures. They're just so cute, and because they dwell in the dark and they fly at night, and there's just something people have against the nighttime because it's like so evil or whatever. That's the kind of vibe. You're coming off like a night owl, a creature of the night, a vampire of sorts. You stick to yourself, you mind your business, you're friendly, but you're not overly friendly. Here we have spirit. There's something very tantalizing about your spirit as well. What people know or can sense under the surface. And that's what's coming through again. I'm hearing that song from Encanto. Under the surface, I feel berserk as a tightrope walker in a 3-ring circus. So she was always coming off as someone who's cool, calm, collected. She was a strong one, big, buff brolic of her family. That's coming through again, okay? Her name was Luisa. Yes. Luisa was the big, broad one, the strong one in the family. She was holding all their problems on her back, literally carrying it all. And she was singing her song, and she was like, I feel like I surface pressure, I'm about to blow. You know, I come off as this very easygoing kind of person, but under the surface, you do not know the volcano that awaits you if you keep bothering me or something, you know, or what could be if I don't keep myself contained, you know. And I think this person, or you, you, maybe you think of or talk of yourself in the third person, or you could think of this version of you, the hot-headed version of you, as another entity all on its own. It's someone else, you know, kind of like alter ego, different personality kind of vibes that could be coming through. So I keep referring to you as the person, but this reading is about you, okay? And what people notice most about you, they're like, that person over there is like, I want to keep poking them until they kind of explode. But the only time you do explode is probably in the bedroom, where you probably get extra dominant. You're into some very kinky things, okay? You know, sadism, masochism, pain, pleasure, the thin line between both, child, you know, handcuffs, whips, chains, ball gags. And it's just, the list goes on, child. Did I say handcuffs? Like, you know, you're very, that undercurrent of intensity is there, but you look approachable in your looks, you know, but people can sense the danger beneath that. One more card. And then we have the lovebirds. How cute. The lovebirds. So you look like a good lover. You look like someone that would make a good lover, someone who would pleasure their person. Like I said, people are looking at your hands and imagining you doing things to them. People are waiting for you to give them the offer. Because like I said, that guy in the beginning, if I were to get a chance with that person, I'm going to snatch them up. That's the kind of vibe people are thinking about you. Like, oh, if I were to get a chance to them, the things I would do. You know, it's giving me a little bit of a Henry Cavill. We've never really seen him upset. But he gives like peak manly vibe. The arms, the physique, The eyes, very intense, very beautiful, very piercing. His smile, very boyish, very demure, very mindful. Let me stop. Very cute, very boyish, you know what I mean? Very approachable. He's also like a closeted nerd, even though he's not very closeted anymore. He loves all of the video games, reading, taking apart computers to put it back together kind of energy, you know what I mean? He's an amazing dog dad. And his dog looks like a freaking wolf. Yes, y'all giving Henry Cavill. Look at y'all. Okay, Clark Kent. Dang. And it's funny because Henry named his dog Cal. So his big bear is like a Mashita or Yoshida, whatever, a big bear kind of animal, wolf bear dog. Sitting next to this very approachable, graying, man. And his dog's like, don't come any closer, y'all. And he named the dog Cal. So that's what this whole aesthetic is. A very nice guy, but the things you would do to him if you get a chance. So people are thinking about you when they think about your looks. So your arm is coming through your chest. You could have like nice abs, okay? Your arms are very prominent here. Your hands too. For my women, there's something here about your legs go on for miles, okay? You look very, like, I don't know, like, there's something about your lines. You know? Very graceful, feminine, confident kind of energy, you know? Just a little bit like runway model-esque, maybe. You're, like, tall like a model. And how they're kind of, like, all angles and lines sometimes. But some of them don't have curves, but they're angles and lines in there somewhere. That's what's coming through. You could dress a little more conservatively, maybe. Like, you show skin, of course, but it's like you're not going out with the sole purpose of, like, showing all your goods. You know, you keep some things to the imagination, which further tantalize the people who are looking at you physically. Because, look, this guy is fully covered, and he could still get it. Fully covered, could still get it. You ready for this card already? Let's turn it over so you can see him better. Those arms, look at that. Like, who are you talking to with them arms? Like, the things that would happen to you, sir. Like, very nice lips. I don't know, there's something about the lips too. The eyes, the lips, the hair, very thick, long. For my men, you could wear your hair on the longer side. Women, you could wear your hair on the shorter side. And wear a lot of red, a lot of white. And I'm hearing we can't back down. That energy, we can't back down. Not right now, we can't back down. That song from Camp Rock is coming through. I'm getting the vibe that you kind of would back down, but maybe you won't in certain things. Which is kind of like the whole thing where you stand on business. Because Henry Cavill, child, when it came to The Witcher, when they started changing up the whole show and the premise and what he loved about it, that man was out. He said, I'm a head out. So your convictions are very strong. Your morals are very strong. You hold your boundaries very firm with people. Like, I'm not staying here. If you make this show a laughing stock, you change it up too much, or you do this, or you just do whatever you want. Like, you pick up a show to hopefully honor what the fans want from that show. You were just doing whatever you want. It's not letting it slide. This person has like a big sense of like justice and right and wrong, you know? Moral compass is big on this one. Or you, sorry. Yeah, I keep speaking about you in the third person. I don't know why. But people are thinking this about you, so I guess that kind of makes sense. The lovebirds, people don't want to be all lovey-dovey with you. We have air coming through twice, so there's something here about the way you speak, the way you communicate your voice. It's very attractive as well. Maybe, like I said, it's very deep or gravelly or something like that. See, okay, I'm done. Very deep, very gravelly. And then here we have a cup, an ace of cups. Then we have candles lit up, so maybe you look like very romantic. I was talking about Kibby body types in group 1, and the romantic is like very, you inspire romantic feelings of lust and love and wanting to get to know you and people. That kind of energy is the vibe that you guys are coming through as. And here we have this heart in the background. It's a yellow heart. And yellow hearts, I think, represent friendship. So you could be a really good friend as well. or you look, like I said, just very approachable and very nice with that friendship. Like, you make a really nice person to talk to, or, you know, get along with. You are friendly, approachable. I'm gonna stop saying it and repeating it. Maybe one of you guys are actively manifesting someone. So I'm getting like magician vibes from someone in this energy in this card here. Putting rose petals in the water. We have the chalice here. We have the candles lit up. We have the two lovebirds. It's kind of like doing a ritual so their ideal looking partner as well. Then we have the crystal ball here. So there's something here about someone manifesting you, or you manifesting someone. Yeah, you're the person that people manifest as their perfect partner. The people who are coming through for you anyway. But there's a part of you that likes to dark, likes to stay hidden, likes to be out of the way, keep your business private kind of energy. Everyone will need to know where you're going, who you're dating, what you're doing kind of energy. Because, like, even for Henry Cavill, he in a whole relationship with somebody, having a whole baby with her. He let us know he's having a baby, but I'm pretty sure she had that baby already, and we still haven't heard anything about it. He don't post pictures about his personal life. He posts about his dogs. He posts about his work. He posts about his computers, about him being very big into fitness. So you could be big into that as well, and that's about it. He don't post about her, and it makes sense, because the first time he posted about her, the people were in the comments saying such mean things about him. And what did that man do? He reprimanded every single one of them, even daddy energy, like, don't talk about her like that. This is why I can't share my life with y'all. If you guys love me, then you would love her too and want me to be happy. And I'm like, read them to filth, Henry, do it. You know what I mean? Some of you could be named Henry, or Clark, or Kal-El, who knows, Cal. L is he, or like boy in Spanish, so some of you could be that as well. No, Nino is boy. L is he, I think. So some of you could, like I said, be mostly masculines watching the reading. Let me get some cards from this deck really quickly before we move out of the looks department. Your smile, and I'm hearing your eye, what do they call those? Crow feet. You look very mature, like you've been around the block a few times. So you, like, when you smile, there's that crow feet that pop up. Mature, seasoned. But because you've been around a while, you keep to yourself. Like, I'm getting a little bit of like hermit mode here. Private. So like I said, yeah, you could dress very conservatively. Now, the one card we have is leaves, renewal, revival, progress. And then look, we have potion coming through. What was I talking about over here? A little bit of magic coming through. So you give off like magic. Like, you put people under your spell. We have invigoration and empowerment. Make people feel strong. Interesting. Maybe you inspire people. You're a good leader. And you help people become better at doing things. You mentor them, you know? I'm hearing the leaves falling from a tree. So there's something here about that. That's fall. So fall could be important to somebody. We have a dragonfly coming through in this card. I don't know what that is. Is that a dung beetle or something? Maybe some of you are vegetarian, so maybe like your body is very limber, because I mean, I feel like there's different ways to build muscle if you're if you're a vegetarian or a vegan. Because there's something here about them biting into these leaves that is coming through here as being like vegan or vegetarian. You only eat leaves or something like that, or only things that cannot be cooked or killed. That's the kind of thing, you know? Organic, natural things. Things that you can go picking and cooking yourself. Like, you forage things, you go drink natural spring water. You know, that kind of energy. It's like giving clean living is the vibe that you do. That's what you're giving when you, with how you look. But you always look energized. You always look well slept, you know, well read, you well put together kind of energy. You always look very strong, in charge, large and in charge kind of energy as well when it comes to your looks. with the empowerment and the invigoration, you peak, like, oh, people are awake again when they see you, because you're just like, oh, like, you know that zing you get when you see a very attractive person, like, whoop, you're alert, you know? You tantalize the senses in more ways than one, visually and other ways, like mentally as well. So we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and then we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. So maybe some of you were born at the end of the year, most of you, or not, if not all of you, I don't know. We have Sag and Capricorn with the Devil and the Temperance card coming through. Then with the King of Pentacles, we have Virgo, why am I blanking? Capricorn, Taurus, and then for King of Cups, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, so we're going to take this away and let's look at it one more time before we move on to the next segment of personality, which I kind of picked up on here, but we're going to pull some cards for that too. There's something here about people falling under your spell when it comes to how you look physically, like I said, your physical appearance. Like you're dreamy. Like, oh, he's so dreamy. That's the vibe coming through for you guys. People daydream about being with you. Now, personality, I just saw the Three of Swords. You can be a bit of a heartbreaker. Like, you may not know you're breaking hearts, though. It's the thing that's coming through. People see you, and they want you to come over and say something to them, but you don't, and that kind of, like, deflates them. Like, huh, maybe you didn't like me, or maybe you didn't see them, or maybe she didn't like me. People wait for you to make the first move. Okay, personality. Can I get some cards about personality for my group 2s, please, Spirit? Group 2s. What do people notice most about their personality? The Wheel. Ooh. Mercurial is what I'm hearing. Ever-changing. Maybe you can go from angry to cool in a second. But I do think you have a good control over your tempers, because that came through in the beginning, and I'm going to stick with that. I don't want to be flippity and floppity. If you are someone who does both, maybe that's why it's coming through. Like, your temper will break eventually, which is why you remove yourself from the situation. Personality, please, Spirit. Personality. We have Death, Rebirth. Wow. 2 major arcana already. So your personality is very strong. And your physical is very strong. So, dang, who are y'all? And I think that's Henry Cavill in a nice little bow. And I do want to mention, I think, maybe Chris Evans, Captain America as well. Like, just very likable guys. You don't really do anything wrong, likable. What are some women that I can reference for likable personalities and they look amazing? I'm going to keep shuffling. I think women are more moody, so it's hard to find a celebrity that I can compare it to, like a very chill, laid back, mind your business celebrity. Maybe a Keke Palmer, you know? The 10 of Cups, wow. Whew. And I thought your physical appearance was good. This is amazing, guys. Dang. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So people just think they hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot in personality and looks, honestly. Okay. People feel safe around you. Like they could build a future with you. Have kids with you. And you would make a great father, a great example in the household. You are definitely someone they look up to. The Page of Wands is someone who just lives life unabashedly, unlimitedly. They don't hold themselves back. If they want to do something, they're going to go and do it. They live their life to the fullest. They don't deny themselves anything. Experiences, foods, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you keep like a well-balanced with temperance coming through, as long as, so for looks, you could also have like very well-balanced features. But like I said, look very angelic, like, oh, this person just walked straight out of heaven, huh? You know what I mean? But with the temperance coming through, it's just kind of like you keep your body in shape. You eat healthy. You work out, kind of by vibes. You go hiking. You go running. But you still eat whatever you want every once in a while. You don't completely cut off everything from your life, from your body, from your routine, or from your meals, from your food, because it's not bad for you. It's like everything in moderation, which is the whole motto of the Temperance card. Everything in moderation. You can have a little bit of junk food if you work it off the next day. If you're not eating it every day, there's compromises that come through. So you can be a good person at compromising, and like I said, living your life to the fullest with that Page of Wands. You make you make decisions that are important to you every day. Like, I'm not gonna eat meat because I know it's not good for my body. I'm not gonna drink alcohol because I know it's not good for my body. So you wake up every day being very mindful. This person is very mindful about what you're gonna drink, what you put in your body, how you treat it, kind of energy, what you say to it as well. Yeah. There is an undercurrent of, like I said, predatory or very intense vibes about you with the Death card here. It's like it takes a special kind of person to pique your interest, to catch your eye. You're not just giving your energy away to everybody, you know? Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's something here about you being very laid back, chill. You don't really fight, cause drama, do much. You mind your business, live your life, have your person, have your kids, have your house, you know, go to work, have your job. And there's no need for you to always fight or be in competition, because everything is kind of like just, I don't want to say handed to you. That's not the wrong way to say it. But it's like you work for everything you want. There's no need for you to be competing with people, you know. There could be an air of you getting like everything handed to you. Like for an actor, for example, they get roles because they're a very attractive person, but they're also just a good actor as well. So your looks and then your personality get doors open for you, you know? Well, I'm just here. Let me pull the rest of the cards. Personality, please, for my group 2s. We have cat. Ooh, you're giving black cat energy. Oh, this is monkey. But I saw a cat. A monkey is very playful. So you could have like a very playful personality. Here we have fire, wild boar. Look at that energy that was coming through. You go from being playful to being so intense in the blink of an eye. But I do look, like I said, you have that side to you, yes. But I think there's a vibe of you like saving it for other things, other activities. Who knows itching? You could be someone who's more quiet, because I feel like there's like more spaces of quiet in this reading. Like you feel comfortable in the quiet and the silence, you know? And I'm hearing that song by, what's his name? J.P. Cooper. In the silence. And though I never said it with words, there was love in the silence. So even when you are like very quiet, very chill, very relaxed, not saying much or talking or loud, there's always that love that people feel for you in the silence. You may not tell them all the time that you love them or care for them, but they feel that when you're not really saying much, you know? Maybe some of you feel called to group 1 as well, because that song is coming through, that was coming through for group 1. You know me best, or I like you best when you say nothing at all, or when we say nothing at all. You know that by Ronan Keating, I believe the song is. You like me best when I say nothing at all. That song is coming through. There is something witchy about you, for sure. Because we have the herbs, the apothecary, they're all hanging around. I'm seeing lavender, we have flowers, and then we have someone with their mortar and pestle, and they're kind of munching it somewhere. You know, I see mushrooms. You could be a kitchen witch. Or you make like remedies, your own personal remedies is what I'm getting. Monkeys are very intelligent as well. For a primate, I believe is what they're called. For a monkey, they're very intelligent compared to humans and every other animal out there, you know? So maybe you're very animalistic in that way. You follow your baser instincts. That could be something that's coming through for your personality. You do what feels right. Your personality is very rich. There's a lot you have to offer personality-wise. And like I said, because it's funny because we had so much to offer when it came to look. Now look at you. Your personality is like way more attractive than your looks. And your looks are damn near like irresistible. So what you want from people? We have sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go, coming out with a death card. So I don't think you hold grudges is what I'm getting as well with this card. You don't really hold grudges. When things are meant to end, you end them and walk away and leave them behind. You're not hemming and hawing, oh, maybe I shouldn't leave this person. Maybe I should still be their friend, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah kind of energy. It's like, no, when the cycle of my life is over, I have no problem getting up and leaving. Like, it's the natural order of things. That's what happens in life. You have friends for a season. You have them for a reason. They don't all stick around, but I appreciate all the time I spend with them. So you're not scared of change. You're not scared of death. You're not scared of transitions. You're also very ambitious and focused personality-wise. The 10 of Cups, you're someone who seems very emotionally happy, settled, fulfilled. You could already have a very happy family. You have the wife, the husband, the kids, the white picket fence, the animal. Don't fall. Why would you do that? You're so rude. Here we have sage, wisdom, purification, harmony. That's that sage wisdom that was coming through with the King of Pentacles. It's like you're just like very wise. You're like a scholar. Like you have your glass on the tip of your nose and you read a lot. It's giving Giles from Buffy. But he was very, you know, nervous, but he had like some Ripper days where he was like, you know, beating things and kicking A and taking names, and he just turned into this very studious, very shy, very stuttering, bumbling kind of energy in his older years. He would just be in the library reading books, teaching Buffy how to be a vampire slayer kind of energy. They didn't really have much of a love life in the show, even though they tried to give him some love interests, I believe. They didn't always last. Which is one thing about the love interest in Buffy. They didn't really last. But, like, yeah, very sexy librarian, quiet, brooding. I want to know more, but this person's hard to read kind of energy, you know? But you're very wise, you're very smart, very intelligent. Like I said, monkeys are very smart, okay? And also very innocent, because the things that they do, it's, like, all in, like, good fun. They like to help as well. And it's like, yeah, like, you're just, like, a very lighthearted, playful kind of person with that undercurrent of deep dog, sensual energy. Okay, let's not forget that. We have the sun. I'm sorry. We have the sun, which is healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. That's what you provide people. This is nice. Your personality is very comforting, very joyous. It's very happy. And it's very healing. People could just bask in being around you for a long, extended periods of time and never get sick of you, never get drained of energy. If anything, you're giving them energy. And then we have the sage, which looks like all the flowers and stuff in the background of these cards. So there could be something here about you working with herbs or just being in the kitchen a lot. So maybe it's important for you to always cleanse your energy, or someone's very big on that. Let me get this card that fell. Give me a second. Okay, and we're back. You're very confident as well. You're very self-assured. You seem very comfortable in your own skin, in your own emotions, in your own life, in your own confidence. If you want to get up and do something, you're comfortable enough to get up and do it. You're not overthinking it. You're not doing too much. So people are like, oh, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. I have to plan more. I have to do this. No, if you want to do something, you get up and do it. You have a lot of passion projects. And like I was saying, I would say usually Henry Cavill comes off as more reserved until you get him talking about video games or computers or things like that, you know, because he's a big nerd at heart. So you could be a big nerd that just looks amazing, looks gorgeous, okay? And here we have fog, obscurity and feeling lost. Interesting. For how what people notice more about you. Yeah, you like to be about yourself. If people don't know you, they don't know your business, you want to keep it that way. But there's something, like I said, very not knowing enough about, wanting to know more about your personality. Like, I see the trees, we see the trees, but the fog is obscuring a lot of the image, you know? We just want to know as much as we can. That's the vibe that I'm getting. I'm also hearing an obscurus from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So beasts coming through again. You could be very good with animals. Because this wild boar is giving, like, in the bedroom, in life as well. Sometimes when you get to that point, you can be a wild boar to protect everything you ever care about. You get angry. You get very angry with the fire and the fiery eyes. Like, you have a temper on you, which I did say, but I'm like, I don't think many people see it. It's very deep. But then when it comes out, whew, better watch out. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't know where that came from, but I have to finish it. Sorry. Yes, you're very comfortable on your own. People like see parts of you, but not all of it. A lot of it is obscured. But the obscurus from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was an animal, or an animal. Was a person. See, it was an animal. Wow, y'all are animal in some aspects, definitely. And I do think it's coming mostly like in the more 18+ adult version of you guys being an animal in that way. But the obscurus in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series was a person, a wizard, who had magic potential, who had magic powers, but would kind of suppress them because they lived in a household where everyone else didn't have magic, or they lived in a household that hated magic or told them you can't use it. But it's like you buried it deep, deep down inside until it became a gaping chasm of a monster because you weren't feeding it. You weren't doing magic. You were keeping it like starved. And now whenever it was able to show, it became a rabid animal or a dog, a wild boar. That could be your temper. You keep it buried within you and it festers. You don't say anything. You build up and then you just blow up on people. I'm like, wait, what happened? What's wrong? You're like, well, I told you to stop doing that. You kept doing it. I told you to leave me alone. You kept doing it. You kept bothering me. Like, I told you I didn't want to talk to you. You kept talking to me. Like, just something like that is coming through. This parts of you keep well hidden with that death and rebirth. Scorpio, intense, and I want to say invisible. Intense, invisible, just like, I'm not letting you into my life until I want to kind of energy. So, yeah, very hard to read. But also very spiritual. You love plants. Plants are important. Gardening, maybe. I'm hearing an apothecary. You definitely don't have a problem letting things go, if I didn't say that already. Because we have the death card here, then we have the scythe, which is letting go. Like, if something needs to end, you're going to end it. You're not going to dilly-dally. You're not going to beat around the bush. You're cutting people off, you know? Anything else? Very playful, very talkative. Like I said, there are topics in life that kind of light you up. That when people get you talking about that, you can go on all day, you know? You could have what seems to be a very happy at-home life. Whether it's just you or you're married or in a partnership or have kids, you're single mom. It just seems like everything is well. You have a beautiful family, a beautiful this, a beautiful that. You're beautiful. You have this house. You get to do whatever you want. That's the kind of energy coming through for you guys. A powerhouse. But I think I'm going to wrap this reading up. Here we have 8 with a strength card, okay? Then we have 7, which is chariot cards. So you definitely go after what you want. If you want something or someone, you're going to say something. You're going to speak up, you know? You're not going to let the moment pass you by. That's that impulsive Page of Wands energy. If you want to do something, you're going to get up and do it. If you want to meet someone, you're going to get up and meet them. If you want to meet someone new, you're going to get up and talk to them. You know, that kind of thing. But there's a lot about you that people don't know with this fog here. Especially about your personality. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading right there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye! Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading if you chose the Cozy Witch Tarot. if you chose the card that was on top, which was the Page of Swords, or if you chose thumbnail image 3, the number 3, however you got here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be going over what do people notice the most about your personality and your physical appearance. Okay. We're going to get right into it. The readings end up coming out so long. I don't know why. I feel like I've been talking for like 2 minutes and then it's an hour. It makes no sense. But hey, I missed you guys. How are you doing? Let me know how you're doing. I feel like I haven't sat down and done a reading in so long. So I've been working so much. So it feels good to finally sit back down. Once just like a week has gone by, it feels like you haven't done it in years. Like, I'm like, do I still know how to read? Do I still know how to do these things? Are the messages still going to resonate? Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? It's been like a week and a half, I promise you. But I have to do a reading today. I don't know how I'm going to do a reading for the rest of the week. Maybe I'll figure it out. But hey, I try to post at least 2 readings a week if that's what I can do, you know? But if it has to be one, I guess. Oh, Lord. But yes, how are you guys doing? Let me know. I don't know what I'm going to get into first. Ooh, we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. Hey there. You're very girly, very fashionable. You like to wear hats. Maybe you like to wear 2 braids, bows in your hair. You're very accessorized up. Everything that you wear matches. If you're wearing yellow, you're going to incorporate yellow into every single part of the outfit from head to toe, okay? Because as you can see, she's wearing black. But what is there in the hat? Yellow, you know, coloring. Everything else is yellow hair, things in her hair. So yeah, you're gonna be matching, child. Fashion forward. Now on her arm, she has welts or something. So you could have a skin condition. And that's what people notice most about when they first look at you. She's also has like a little bit of a double chin. So that could be something people notice as well. You have like a very round face. Possibly a double chin. But you have like marks, like red marks on you or rashes or something. And then we have bees. We have like a very electric energy, you know, where you're always here, there, and everywhere. You kind of energize the room when people are around you. That's personality coming through now. You could look really good in yellow, wear a lot of yellow or gold, light brown. I'm hearing bronze. You're a very hard worker, very busy, that you like to keep busy. I'm getting the vibe that you're the kind of person who doesn't like to stop working until all the work is done. So that's me. Sometimes when I'm at work, I'm like, no, I need to finish what I'm doing here before I go on break. And I'm like, no, go on break. I'm like, no, I'm not finished, you know. It's going to bother me if I don't finish it. Kind of energy, okay? So maybe some of you could be perfectionists or you could be Virgos. I don't know. But that's coming through. And I hope you can see the cards. I'm like pulling them back a lot. But I feel like this reading took a lot out of me. Or I'm just tired, even though I slept. Maybe some of you in the group are tired right now as you're watching this, you know? So please, what can I get about my group 3s? Please, spirit, my group 3s, their physical appearance. What do people notice most about their physical appearance? I swear the sun card wanted to come out again. We have the Magician. Ooh, I'm hearing you can make anything work. We have the 8 of Swords. Physical appearance, restrained, constricted. Maybe you wear tight things. Maybe you look tired all the time, which is something I just said, which is funny. Maybe you look tired all the time. People could tell you're tired. Maybe you could have, like, I'm not seeing dark circles under her eyes, but hey, I'm hearing you like more of a natural beat. Clothes that are comfortable, but you look good in them. Because she's wearing overalls with this shirt and the hat. And she looks like she looks very nice. She has a little bit of makeup on, a little bit of, you know, not too much, not too little, just right, you know, the Goldilocks effect. Look at her. She's sitting here in her little dress and her shirt, looking very beautiful. She has a little gold bangle. You know, the accessories is what do it for you. You may wear like a regular stuff, but the accessories kind of put it all together and make it look like you're like fashionable, you know, or you look good. Because here the hat is giving. Whether these are actual swords she has on the hat or not, the hat is bringing the looks together. You know? Maybe you're someone who looks like you drink a lot of espresso. Like I said, the energy is like very always buzzing. It's always lively. There could be something here about you singing as well, even though this is supposed to be about looks. Maybe you have nice lips. Because in both these cards, she has like a very dark lipstick on. So maybe you guys could wear like a dark lip. We have 4 of Wands. Okay. And then the 2 of Wands. For your looks, interesting. You look nice, is what I'm getting. You look nice. You look sweet. You look regular, like a regular, how can I explain it? Like a very friendly, open kind of person, I would say. Because looking at this card here, they're all sitting around the table. They're happy. They're lighting their candles, you know. You seem like a comfort place, a safe place to land is what I want to say for you guys. You look like a safe place to land. Someone people can count on, depend on. If they're in trouble, they can come and ask you for help, and you will be that person that's helping them. Definitely have to fix that. I think it was looking crooked. Okay. Then we have 2 of Wands. Your decisions decide your future here, nothing else. I do think you're someone who's always pivoting and changing what you want to do with your life, maybe. Like, you're always going from, I want to do this to I want to do that. That could be something that could be a part of your personality as well. You're always accomplishing stuff. Like, you're always, I'm hearing on to the next thing. I don't know how that is coming through in looks, but this is supposed to be about your looks. Okay, so let me focus on that. But a lot of other things are coming through. For the 4 of Wands, family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. Exactly. People feel that they can be themselves around you. But the 4 of Wands, you look very like, I'm hearing stacked, statuesque, something like that, where you have like a firm, grounded, supple are some words coming through. I'm hearing nubile. I'm hearing soft. I'm hearing pudgy. A lot of different body types, I guess, are coming through in this reading. But this deck is all about like being all inclusive as well. So some of you can have like very darker skin. It looks like you look really good with blush, because she has like a little bit of blush on her cheeks here. And look at how she has a bow. She has like sweaters, cozy sweaters, soft prints. I'm getting the vibe of like fuzzy socks. I can see her wearing fuzzy socks kind of vibe. So comfy and cozy is definitely the vibe that's coming through for you guys, with the whole, you look like someone who's very approachable, very nice, you know, very down to earth kind of vibes. But you do definitely dress up your looks with accessories, bows, hats, witch hats. Look, a place to hang your witch hat coming through again. So you could wear a lot of hats. In this card, we have somebody with dreads. We have somebody with short brown hair. Like, not a pixie cut. I'm hearing a mullet. So maybe some of you have a mullet or just shorter hair. I'm also hearing finger waves. So that could be specific for somebody here. We have a child here with like very pinky, reddish kind of hair. So that could be something that you guys wear as well. Colored hair. You dye your hair. Sorry, my eyes had to itch out of nowhere. Maybe your eyes are very beautiful as well. You call attention to your eyes, or attention is always called to your eyes. She has like a really short hair. Maybe some people could have bangs as well. Oh yeah, she has bangs here. So you have bangs, and she has bangs here. This is giving the Sabrina Carpenter bangs, where it's like curtain bangs, where it's like short and then it comes a lot long. You know, I think it's called curtain bangs. There's something like you have a curl to your hair. A lot of that is coming through in this card. The little girl has a curl to her hair. So does she. So does she. I mean, because of course she has dreads. You have to have textured hair. And I mean, you don't have to, but people who wear dreads, who were originated from, have textured hair. Okay? Okay. So she has dreads, so there we go with her. She's a, you know, has like that dark complexion. I'm hearing mocha, very smooth, very soft, buttery skin is what I'm getting. Like very, maybe a clear complexion, or there's attention called to your complexion. Maybe you have like a nice, I don't know what that means. I really don't. Maybe, even if you are like black or white or whatever, there's something about your complexion that's like very deep. It's rich. And there's like something about you bringing attention to it, maybe. I don't know. Blush, highlighter, or just even in your natural setting, your skin is just like very, there's something that draws people to it. It can look very soft, because supple did come through. It can look very soft and supple, or it's just always clear. It looks very moisturized, okay? There's something about you always looking fed up. There's something about you always looking fed up and maybe kind of like, oh, what's going on around me? Why am I here? Kind of thing. Like, I'd much rather be at home kind of energy when you're out and about in the crowd. Like, when you're by yourself, no one can be perceiving you because you're by yourself. And when you're outside with the Eight of Swords coming through, it's kind of like this person's like closed off from the rest of us in a way. But still friendly. So you kind of like are giving me the vibe of, I'm not even going to compare, but it came through another group where you're very nice and approachable, but there's an undercurrent of, maybe some people call it group 1, where you're very attractive, yes, but there's something about you being also closed off and keeping up some kind of boundary between you and other people. So you could look friendly, yes, but it doesn't mean you are friendly, you know? You could have like a very innocent looking face, like I said, the chubby cheeks, the round face, and that gives childlike, and children are approachable, and it gives sweet, and this person should be nice because they look so innocent, but then when I talk to them, it's like they're just so closed off, you know? The Magician, like I said, I don't think I said it for you guys, but it's giving mercurial, where your mood is like very changeable. You go from being moody to being very friendly. I do feel like when it comes to you being with your tribe and people you care about, your family, you're more different than you are when you're around other people, like people you don't know, strangers. So with strangers, you come off like fed up, tired, you don't want to be there kind of energy, like, oh, why am I even here right now kind of vibe, you know? And it could come off as you have an attitude, but I'm not really getting that. It's just people are like, oh, this person obviously doesn't want to be here, so I'm not going to talk to them or approach them in any kind of way, even though she still looks like very, you know, cutesy, you know, kind of, you know, if that makes sense. Someone could be cutesy and look approachable, their energy is like, leave me alone, you know? Or your face is actively saying, ugh, brother, ugh, like, don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to no one right now, I'm not in the mood, kind of energy. So like a little bit of an RBF, maybe you guys could have that. Or a face is always like set in stone, and you're never smiling, and you're not inviting people in, but then you also are when you're with your people, your family, you know? These just ain't sitting right. Why are you acting like that, cards? Hopefully that's better. Then move this up a little more, and I'll leave them alone. Okay, so the Magician, you have everything you need to do anything you want. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I feel like that's what I'm saying. You can do anything and wear anything and still look good. It could be comfortable. It could be more dressed up. You can be at home. You could be at work. This is giving me at work. So at work, maybe you look fed up a lot of the time. You look tired, but you still look good, honestly. Here we have someone who's around nature, who's in flowers, who's in like a greenhouse. And she's just, like I said, she has the sweater, or she has the flannel shirt, or she has the, what do they call it? Thermal. The thermal on, the overalls. Look, she accessorized with the little heart, the hat, and just a little bird there. Like, what are you telling me? She looks fabulous. But it's like very, you know, I want to say non-committal, but it's very simple. You're not doing too much, you know? So this could be the other half of your personality if you did actually feel called to group 1, because group 1 was giving all out, you know? But like I said, for you guys, you always match and everything's always color-coded and everything's accessorized, but it's like in a very understated kind of way. That's a perfect word. You're not trying to gather attention. You just want to look nice. You, like, the colors always matching. Everything goes together. The outfit is outfitting, of course, but it's not giving high fashion model. It's giving comfortable, cute, functional as well. If I want to be comfortable, that kind of thing, but you still look really good because it's coming together really well. So you make anything work when it comes to what you wear. You put it together and it works. So you could also change up your style a lot as well, because mercurial Magician is Mercury energy, which is Virgo, and I did mention Virgo, so yeah, Virgo or Gemini. For my group ones, please, what do people notice most about their appearance? Ooh, not the snake. This is the first time I'm getting the snake. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Oh, man. Not again. What song is that? I learned a different little bit that you could never check me. Man. Very recent symptom, but very suspicious. Back to back. That song by Drake, back to back. And then we have the dog. Yes, this came through in group 1. Some of you could feel called group 1. Or you felt called group 1. This is your confirmation. Or you're coming from group 1, whichever one. That's funny. A lot of ones coming through. So you're number 1. Don't start with me. Okay. But it's weighing heavy on my conscience. You guys look like you have a conscience. I don't know why these cards are doing all that. Like, why are you not acting right? I'll leave it like that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a beaver. So yes, very chunky, big body girl or boy, okay? Big body girl, that's what it's giving. You can eat a lot. You're always eating. You eat healthily and heartily, and they love that as well when they're looking at you. Or it looks like you do. Because look at him chomping at this dang tree. And a big body. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? Yeah. You look like you eat good. Yeah. Okay. Healthy. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm done. And then we have snake, which is like very slinky and slim and a little bit slimy, maybe. A lot of patterns. You can wear a lot of patterns. You can wear snakeskin patterns as well. That could be coming through. You can wear a lot of black and white. I'm hearing tuxedos. At the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Pentacles. So you look very rich. Maybe you may not wear the most extravagant or expensive things, but you look like rich and well put together. Like you have a good job, you have a nice house. Like, look at this. You seem like you seem very good on your own, very solitary creature when people are looking at your physical appearance. Maybe they see you when you're always on your own, and that's what they notice about you a lot. You're always on your own. Or you're always looking comfortable. You're always lighting a candle. You're always doing something. You always have a bow in your hair, or you always have a headband on, or you always have a crown on, or you always have your hair curled. You always have it straight. Like there's something about that. They're noticing that there's something that you always do, you know, a fashion choice or a creative decision you always make. And I do think, yeah, you're very adventurous with the way you dress, because the Two of Wands, like you're thinking through, what should I wear tomorrow? What should I wear next? You're always changing up your style. Because these are very vastly different styles here. Overalls, then we have a long skirt and a shirt. It's looking very like work, business, casual. Then here we have a very frilly dress. You're out celebrating with your friends at a party. Four of Wands is a celebration. So when you look very up. So it's like, yeah, people see you when you're always dressed differently. Sometimes it's very dressed down. Sometimes it's work, business, casual. Sometimes it's very, you know, celebratory, very high. What can I say it? It can be very high fashion, okay? Or it could be very, you're just dressed up, okay? And then other times you look like you just came from your house and you just have like a sweater on and you didn't really put much thought into what you were wearing, kind of vibes, you know? So homey. Because the Ten of Pentacles is kind of like giving home, and she's like in her home here, deciding what she wants to wear. So you put a lot of thought behind what you wear is what's also coming through. With the Two of Wands being about making decisions, and we're talking about your looks. You put a lot of thought behind what you wear. You put a lot of thought into your hairstyles. You put a lot of thought into your looks and how it kind of coincides with your hairstyles. The shoes you wear has to match. It all has to come together very well. You know, even if you're not wearing all the same color, it's coming together very well. They complement each other really well. And we have Earth coming through twice. So like very grounded, very stable kind of energy for sure coming from you. You're not like uppity. You're like very like down to earth. Very friendly. There is something here about your eyes. You have very innocent doe eyes. It's coming through for you guys. Like very friendly eyes. You know how people say you have kind eyes. You have kind eyes. They could be brown. Very big brown doe eyes. Or any color, but brown is coming through specifically because this dog is like staring into my soul. His brown eyes, you know. They're like a light brown or a dark brown because her eyes are almost black as well. I'm pulling from the wrong cards, child. You have a good luck charm. 10 of... No. Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. I'm like, huh? Yeah, you always look complete. You always look well put together is the vibe that's coming through for you guys. Like, you always look like a librarian. You're always ready for work. You're either in your suits or, like I said, your button-downs or your blouses. You wear blouses. Group number 3. You don't wear shirts. You wear blouses. Or you're wearing a thermal. Or you're wearing a very fashionable pattern. Like, look at how she's wearing a regular sweater, but it's, like, accentuated because she has, like, the pattern going around the neck and around at the bottom of her arms. So, it's like, I'm not wearing a regular sweater. I'm wearing a cool sweater. You know what I mean? You try to assert your fashion choices in a way where you still look comfortable but chic, you know? That's what's coming through for you. Yeah. That's what's coming through for y'all. Now, we have the Ace of Swords. Interesting. The Ace of Swords for how you look. I'm hearing refreshing. Like, people are like, that's it. Like, how can I explain that to you guys? Like, people are like wondering, how can I look good by not doing too much? And that could be something they're always pondering. And then when they see you, that's it. That's how I want to dress. That's how I want to look. I want to look well put together, like I'm ready for a business interview, but I'm also ready to go out on a night on the town, but I'm also ready to go to work, but I'm also ready to, you know, go outside and be in nature, but I also look like I can be going home. Somehow you embody all those energies at the same time. You know what I mean? And they're like, you're so lucky to be able to do that. You look good in anything. You make anything work. It's definitely a big vibe that keeps coming through. You put a lot of thought into how you look. Even though you may not, like, you know, be the doing extra or doing too much like other people who want the attention. You're just like, it's understated beauty. It's a quiet confidence. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. But yeah, the Ace of Swords represents like an epiphany or realization where it's like, ah, yes, that person has their life together. That person knows how to dress. Yes. That person looks amazing. Yes. And they're not doing too much. You know, some people do too much. You do just enough, you know? There is a glow. I do think your skin glows. Like, there's a shine, a glow to your smile. Your smile could glow. That's very prominent. Your teeth, which is funny. For your physical appearance, your teeth is coming through. Your hair, how you wear your hair. Some of you could wear glasses. Like I said, accessories are coming through again. Here we have a necklace, okay? We have this heart. We have this hat. We have this bangle. We have this bow. When the sun card was out, we had the other very fancy sun hat. We had the very flowy, beautiful, feminine dress. Then we had, what else was she wearing? The bows at the bottom of her braids, the 2 braids, you know? Like, you always have a different hairstyle. That's what I'm getting, like, when people see you. Sometimes your hair is long, sometimes it's a different color, sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's in braids, sometimes it's like really short, you know what I mean? This hairstyle in particular is giving a mullet, even though I can't see the hair coming out the back. It's giving the short banging at the front, but it grows back into a mullet, you know? So that keeps coming through. look at you. You're bursting with sparkling new ideas. Yeah, you give people new ideas. You inspire them to, like I said, yes, that's how I've always been wanting to dress. That's the exact outfit I've been wanting to put together my whole life, but I could never do it. And they walk up to you and say, where did you get this from? Where do you get the ideas to dress like this? You become their fashion inspo. Like, you know how you're on social media, you see someone dress exactly how you've always wanted to dress. You just like, hey, I'm gonna save this and try to recreate this outfit, because it can never come to me this way, but it came to them. You know, that's who you're representing for other people. You give them new ideas on how to dress and how to put things together. They gain inspiration from you wearing crowns or flowers in your hair, okay, or these big fancy hats full of flair and personality. You know, your looks have personality. That's the perfect way to put it. Yes. And it's like, you could be the friend who comes up with an outfit in T-minus 5 minutes. You just look at all you have. You know all the clothes you have. Like, it's giving like your mind is full of ideas and you're always like stressing over an outfit. When you put one together, you always look amazing. Like, people are like, why are you stressing? Like, or you're always fixing yourself and make sure your shirt stays down and, you know, things are still crisp and clean. And people are like, why are you fretting? You look amazing. Relax. Are you sure? Like, you're always asking, like, does my hair still look good? You know what I mean? Is it still fluffy? Are the bangs still good? Like, you're always asking those kind of questions. You're fretting about your appearance, you know? Constantly pulling down your shirt or pulling up your pants or something like that. You're always moving around. That kind of energy that I was getting at the beginning, that electric buzzy bee kind of energy where you're bouncing around places. But the snake is also giving me very sleek. Okay, so you could be someone who wears their hair like slick back as well, even though we're not really getting that in the car. It's coming from the snake. Okay, slick back hairstyle. There's something here about you glowing. You're a gem. You stand out wherever you go, honestly, whether you're understated or comfy or cozy, or you didn't try that hard or not. You stand out. There's something here about you being like a flower child. So maybe some of you like wear like very flowery dresses, the long skirts that go all the way down to the ankles, you know what I mean? I'm also hearing a pencil skirt. So maybe some of you could work in an office, because that's what it's giving here. You're in your office just like, but still looking amazing. You know, makeup still on point, eyeliner still fresh, lipstick still on. Okay, I'm hearing lipstick stain. So maybe your lips look like they've been stained with the color, or you wear lipstick stain. And here, yeah, that very nice red. Like, you're always wearing something on your lips. And it's giving a dark color like black, dark purple, a dark burgundy, or a dark red. Your nails are always done. Look at that. That's coming through right now. Your nails are always done. Your nails look good. Just like classic clean beauty, you know? You're not doing too much, not wanting to, you know, rock the boat. You just want to look cute, and you always do look cute. Long, dark, curly hair is coming through. Short, curly hair, colored, curly hair. Just curls is coming through in general. She has blonde. Like I said, I went through the colors already. But we're getting like a spectrum here. There could be something here about you having shoes. You like wearing boots. Like I said, like with this earth and this dog being at home, you always give off like very Mother Earth, home, earthy kind of vibes. Hearth. You know? Like, you could either be at home by the fire, which she kind of is, in front of her candle, you know, doing spells and doing this and watching a movie, but you're making it work because you're not doing that. You're outside with people, in front of people, you know? And look, schoolgirl, a book blogger. She has this bright, shocking purple hair, a headband, which I was mentioning. Glasses is coming through again, so you could wear glasses. And then look at her. She has like the button down with the sweater. I love this combo. It's so cute, you know? The button down with the sweater, and then the skirt and the stockings. Like, there's something about that. It's giving schoolgirl. It's giving understated. It's giving office. It's giving, you know, well put together kind of energy. It's not giving, you're doing too much. You look nice. Eyebrows always on fleek. And look at how she's wearing dark lipstick again. That keeps coming through. And look how she's always doing something. Here she's looking down. Here she's working. Here she's working. She's talking to her people. Here she's probably meditating. You know, you're always doing something as well when it comes to physical. People can always see you always moving. And that's what I was saying, yeah, with the bee. You can never sit still. or you're not going to stop work until you finish everything. Now this snake has a lot of different patterns. So here we have like a very bumpy pattern. Maybe you like to wear snake bags, you know. Group 1 was getting cheetah. You guys are giving lion. I mean, you guys are giving snake print, alligator print. You like the bumpy, more, you know, not that, more out there kind of patterns. You don't really see snakeskin that often, but it stands out, right? Red is also coming through a lot. You could look really good in red, or you wear a lot of red. This burgundy, this very neutral colors is coming through for you guys. Like I was saying, yellow, bronze, like that for the beginning of the reading. Or just like a regular black t-shirt. Look, she has the frills at the bottom of her shirt. It's like see-through, kind of metallic-y, shiny. A metallic shiny color. You know that material. Is it tulle? Maybe. But you always look fresh to daisy is what I'm getting. You can smell fresh to daisy as well. But definitely of earthy kind of vibes. Like, we have the foliage here. We have this. Maybe you're getting like a bohemian, like I said, flower child of earth kind of energy. You know, maybe you have like a musk to you. Maybe you don't put on deodorant. Maybe you wear like a lot of oils, stuff like that. Okay, let me pull some cards from here. I did already. Okay. Let me pull some cards from here. And look, I've been talking about B's the whole time. At the bottom of the deck, we have B. Community, cooperation, sweetness. Yes, you look like very sweet. Like, people can come and ask you. I'm hearing so approachable. Like, you can grab a beer with him, you know? Like, you seem approachable, very nice, you know, that kind of energy. And then now at the bottom, like, we have mint. So there's something here about you can smell like mint or eucalyptus. Some spearmint is what I'm hearing. We have abundance, persistence, proliferation. Shuffle it one more time. You have an intense gaze, an intense stare, which is why people like are happy when you don't look at them, because you kind of intimidate them when you look at them. Like, you intimidate them like a, oh my gosh, you give them butterflies kind of way, not like, oh, this person's so mean. You could be that as well. Like, they don't want to talk right now. But then when you are feeling like very approachable, you have like very flirty eyes. Okay, for my group 3s, please, their physical appearance. You always give people yeah, that's what I keep saying, like a very earthy, homey kind of vibe. People feel comfortable and at ease, safe with you. You give them a place to hang their hat and talk and have a conversation, you know? You could be a very good conversationalist. We have 10. Then look at lips coming through. You have nice lips and teeth, like I was saying. We have maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. Yes, look at you. You're someone who maintains yourself. You know, make sure your nails are always done. You make sure your eyebrows are done. Your makeup is always, it's like very natural beat. It's not giving over exaggerated. It's giving just the eyebrows are filled in. It's giving the lip stain of the lipstick. It's giving the eyeliner, the mascara, maybe a little bit of foundation. You know what I mean? And then you're done. You're not really doing too much. Like I said, a natural beat, a natural beauty. You just wake up and leave the house and you look beautiful. You don't have to do much. Yeah, there's something here about you guys giving off librarian vibes. Like, you are bookish, you're a bookworm, you read a lot, because that came through in something. That came through in the bottom of the deck here. Is it still here? Yes. Book blogger. You look like you're someone who reads a lot. You're very smart, bookworm, and you dress like this with sweaters and, you know, button downs and white t-shirts, almost like a schoolgirl vibe, but not. Because you grow, you're not in school no more, unless you are, then I guess. Or like I said, you just look innocent. Like, that was something I was saying. You look like very younger than you probably are, very cherubic in the face, and people are like, oh, you're still in school, and you're like, no, I'm grown as heck, stop playing. Here we have mushroom recycling, breaking down problems. ooh, you're problem solver. That's what I was getting. You be thinking too much about what you're gonna wear, about your outfits, and then you be busting out the cutest outfits ever. And people are like, what were you worried about? What were you calling me saying you're not sure what you're gonna wear, but look at you looking so effortlessly beautiful? Shut up, you know? That kind of friend who doesn't realize how cute they actually look, how beautiful they actually are. They need that extra validation maybe, or they just think too much. Okay. Now we have seeds, new ideas, hope, open-mindedness. And that's that Ace of Swords. You come up with very creative ways to put outfits together, to put textures together who would have never been put together, to put outfits, colors, patterns. That's the kind of thing that's coming through. You give people ideas on how to dress. Like, oh, that looked really good on my group number 3s. Maybe I should try it next time. It's giving me dream catcher vibes. So, like, you're a dream. Maybe you dress in a way, like I said, you have so many different aesthetics. People are like, I thought all this time, I thought I could only have one aesthetic, but no, I could have like many aesthetics. So people do spend a lot of time thinking about your looks, because this is like, I don't even know how much I've been talking and how long we're at, but I'm going to rush over to personality now. But new ideas, you plant seeds in people, like I was saying, you give them ideas like, oh, a eureka moment. Oh, I can dress like that. I never thought of dressing that way. I never thought of putting those two things together. I never thought of wearing those shoes with that dress. You know, that kind of vibe is coming through. Okay. So we're going to put these back and shuffle again for personality. Maybe some of you are my Slytherins. You do have that unapproachable air about you. I feel called to keep those cards out. Or not. People can't stop looking at you. People can't decide what they want to do with you. If they want to talk to you, if they want to leave you alone. That's the vibe that keeps coming through for you guys. But your lips and your smile is coming through very heavily. There is something very cottagecore-y, cutesy about you, because that's what this is giving me right now. The mushroom, cottagecore. That's what I was kind of of earth, the flowery, flower child kind of energy. All those aesthetics, bohemian, tie into each other, and you like switch between them very well. You don't choose just one thing. Right there. Okay, now let me try to go over personality. We have the Chariot and the Good Luck Charm again. So Chariot and Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune still at the bottom of the deck. Can I get personality for my group 3s, please? What do people notice most about their personality? I'm going to pull this back before the car stops flying everywhere. Okay. Like, I'm trying to hurry up before these candles go out. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to hurry up before the candles go out. You're trying to hurry up before the work day is over. You like to rush things. Or you don't like to stop doing work until all the work is done. Because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. I'd rather just finish it today. With the Page of Pentacles, when life gives you lemons, make enchanted lemonade. You make the best out of everything with your personality. I do feel like you're like a very sweet and very tender-hearted person. Look at how she's also wearing overalls once again. And look at this, is like giving very cottagecore vibes as well. She's wearing her overalls. They have paint on them, or splotches of something on them. And somebody would say, I would never wear splotches of overalls outside like that. And the next time you see them, they're wearing overalls with splotches of paint on them like that. Whatever these could be. They could be cotton. It could be a picture of something. But she's wearing like a very frilly shirt with overalls. Who would think of wearing a frilly shirt with overalls with golden leaves in their hair? Nobody, but she's making it work. Is she not? Okay. When you take what you have at your house and make it into a beautiful outfit. That's the whole, when life gives you lemons, you make enchanted lemonade. You don't even make just lemonade, enchanted lemonade. You make the outfit work. You make the situation better. You kind of talk them down, kind of, you make everything seem like it's nice. That's a Four of Wands coming through for you as well. You make people feel comfortable. You kind of bring them back down. You talk sense into them, you know. But you're very hardworking personality. It's the Star. It's the Star. We have the Four of Cups. Try not to be so picky today, okay? You are picky. I think you have high standards. Like I said, you're a very high value person with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck at one point. I believe that was for your group. I'm pretty sure. We have Five of Cups. Like, you're never sad. I don't think people ever see you sad because you're always looking on the bright side. You know how some people have like existential crises when one bad thing happens in their life, they kind of break apart and break down. You're kind of someone who doesn't let their emotions overtake them. The Star card is something here about not losing hope, I feel like. But your personality is like a bright light for people. You remind people to keep the hope alive. At the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Pentacles. So there's something, like I said, Earth keeps coming through for y'all, okay? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Then we had Earth, which is snake. We had Earth, which is dog. So you're very loyal. But then we have that slimy, sneaky kind of vibe where people are not sure about you sometimes, you know? They could think you're a little bit sneaky or overly positive, and they think that you have some mean in there somewhere. I don't know. One or the other. You're a business person. You're always, like, I'm hearing business model minded. So your mind is always thinking in logics and in terms and numbers. So you're like, why are you so sad about that? This is going to happen, or that's going to happen, or da, 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 you know, that kind of thing. Your brain is a computer, which is why you're able to know that certain things would look good together before, you know, before trying them on, and then you try them on and it works, you know? We have Page of Cups. Yeah, you're doing a lot of pages, so like a very innocent energy to you. I'm hearing like a refreshing. Very refreshing, hopeful. It's nice to see someone who's still happy about this, or still, you know, nice, still approachable in this world we're living in now, where everybody wants to be mean and miserable because things are going downhill. I do think you do very well with people who are emotionally closed off. I think they may, they're very attracted to you, and that's something people could notice as well. You do very well with mean people. People who are just like on their last thing. They're not, because this lady looks really grumpy, and she's the one who wants to serve her, and she's just like, are you almost done? And she's keeping her patience, still giving her a cup of coffee. This is giving me someone who done asked for all these coffees, and they keep saying it was made wrong. It's giving a Karen, like, oh, this coffee is not how I wanted it. You just keep making it over and over again until they like it, instead of making a big stink. Better than me. Okay. Personality of my group 3s, please. We have a hummingbird. Oh, how cute. I'm hearing just keep swimming from Dory. So you like brush things off and you just keep going. You don't let things bother you for long. Group 3s, please, your personality. Hummingbird. There could be something here about you always singing, always humming, flittering from flower to flower because you're always in nature. Yeah, you're giving that kind of vibe of the nature girl who's always with a tree, who's always picking flowers, who likes to be outside, soaking up the sun, because the sun was the first card that we got for your reading at the bottom of the deck. You like to be in nature, smelling the flowers. You could be the person who stops and smells the flowers, exactly. Instead of just like walking by them every day. You see a flower, you're going to stop. You see a tree, you're going to stop and say hi. You see a dog, you're going to stop and pet the dog, you know? So you could be good with animals, good with kids. Here we have the owl, which is someone who's very, and we have air coming through twice now. So your personality is very airy. And then your looks are more earthy, if that makes sense. So personality, you talk a lot. You have a lot of wisdom. You've been maybe a lot of places. You speak a lot about things that are like very natural. Maybe you talk a lot about flowers. Maybe you have a green thumb. Or the conversation is always natural between you and people. You give them some wisdom. You help them look on the bright side. You're very patient with them, you know? And look at how this, look at how this dang owl's looking at the mouse. And owls are predators. They're gonna swoop in and eat the mouse or whatever that is. I'm pretty sure it's a mouse. So you seem like you're just minding your business and you swoop in and eat something real quick. Interesting. So you could be someone who always picks up on things that other people can't. We have this necklace here. I'm hearing, do you know you have 30 minutes? 30. Like, I swear I don't know where that's from, but I'm seeing it so much on social media. I'm just like, okay. Like, if anyone knows what that is, let me know. Like, do you know you have 30 minutes? 30. Like, stop. But maybe we do have like a
a countdown to when you get mean with people. Like, yeah, you gave her 4 drinks. Yeah, and you're gonna, you know, you want her to be happy. But when it gets to a certain amount of time, your patience wears thin. Then you probably like blow up on somebody and kind of swoop in and show them who's who and what's what. Okay, and here we have a heron. I just heard Sharon, so maybe somebody's name is Sharon. We have a heron, which is water. You could be like very tall. You know what this is giving me? You're giving me the teacher who everyone respects and is a little bit scared of, but they still admire. You're giving me the person in the office who doesn't really talk to everyone, but everyone wants to talk to her or him. And you're just like, you keep to yourself and you mind your business, but everybody kind of wants to be your friend. The principal that nobody can touch, like untouchable in some kind of way, you know? You don't give your energy to everyone, which makes everyone kind of want your energy. Hope that makes sense. Like, it's giving like very regal queen vibes. Where the queen is for the people. She has to keep her composure in public. She can't be acting any kind of way. It's giving Lady Di. Like, you're above it all. Your nose is high in the air. Nobody's gonna ruffle your feathers. Can I get some more cards for my group 3's personality? Hi, I thought you were gonna fall. Stupid. We have Carnelian. Energy, leadership, and creativity. Wow. Look, just what I was talking about, queen. And I was talking about principal, and I was talking about that one person in the office who minds their business. We have cup of tea, patience, and reassessment. Basically everything I've been saying, child. There we go. And then we have sickle, focus, regrowth, and letting go. So yeah, you may have felt caught in another group. If you felt caught in another group, go and watch it. And then here we have another card that just went to pop out. We have bounty and balance. Okay, so you guys get a lot of cards for both segments. Okay, so Carnelian, you're very passionate. I would definitely see you have like a lot of, like I said in the beginning of the reading, a lot of energy. The bee, you're buzzing everywhere. You want to get things done right now. You know, you're very fast. You're a fast cleaner, fast talker, fast walker, fast dresser, fast something. You're fast at a lot of different things. With the water heron, I do think you're very contemplative. You have like a lot of emotions you keep under the surface, because you have the fog here, and if the fog, like, because the fog is there, we can't really tell there's water underneath. So like you kind of mask your emotions and how you're actually feeling really well. If you don't like someone, they may not know until you let them know, you know, or you're still patient with them. A Page of Pentacles is someone who's very patient, because yes, they sat there and squeezed every lemon themselves to make this enchanted lemonade, and they're waiting patiently for their opportunity to start now sell the lemonade. So very patient coming through once again with the tea. You're definitely someone who's like, is uppity, high society, because we have the tea. And like, you know, who drinks cup of teas? English people. And they're very posh, very highbrow. Their nose is always turned up to everyone else. They think they're the best of the best. It's like a running joke, you know. They have like a very dry wit and a dry humor. They don't find much funny. They don't laugh that often, you know. Very just like stern kind of energy is what's coming through. With the heron as well, like I said, it's giving like principle. The boss, you know, the person you don't want to let down, the person you gotta be on point with, you know. Then we have sickle, focus. You're a very focused person. That's what I'm getting here. Oh, it's not here anymore, but that's what I was getting with the 8 of Swords. You're always focused, and work stresses you out because you actually care about what you do, and you want it to be done properly, you want it to be done right, that kind of vibe. So it stresses you out. Other people come to work, do whatever, and then leave. They don't really care what they do, but you care. You put time and effort into what you do, you know. And then we have, I do think you let go really easily, because like I said, you're like, it's fine, things are going to be okay, tomorrow's going to come, like, why are we stressing about today? Tomorrow's a brand new day, you know what I mean? And then autumn, bounty, balance, harvest, that kind of thing, where you're definitely someone who is autumn coded. You are the cozy sweater, you are the cup of tea by the window in the window nook reading a book kind of energy. Your personality gives very much that, like Gilmore Girls, like comfort movies, being at home and feeling safe and cozy under your blanket. That's what your energy gives people, you know. It's electric, but it's also very cozy, if that makes sense, you know. Cozy core, cottage core. I'm hearing, is it sleepy? It's something hollow, you know, from Gilmore Girls, how they were very much coated in like all the bronze and like the official towns who get to experience autumn. That's who you guys are. You're the leaves falling, you're the boots, you're the coffee, the pumpkin spice, the book. Always, you have a book on hand, you have glasses, you work hard. That person who minds their business, their outfit always looks perfectly put together, even though it's a bunch of miscellaneous items they found at home and they didn't think it looked good. They didn't have time, but it ended up looking great. It ended up looking great kind of energy. She just put on this outfit and it looks amazing, honestly. I think it's an overall dress, but I can't tell because this wood slab is hiding if it splits in two or just one full outfit. Which, to play around with things, you know, you get like a lot of ideas when it comes to what you want to wear. You know, you be having fashion shows in your room kind of energy. Look at her chilling, her frilly blouse. So there is something here about frilly blouse. Oh my gosh. And a cup of coffee. A cup of hot chocolate. Here, coffee, hot chocolate, drinks. Maybe you like to drink a lot. Tea. We have pumpkin spice. You're a fall girl. You know, you love all things fall, the breeze, the weather, the movies, the coziness. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. That is your aesthetic, your vibe. If someone were to ask what is group 3, they're autumn, they're fall. That's what you embody. She's wearing the colors, the long sweaters. Always uncomfortable, but she looks amazing. Her hair is done in braids, like I said again. Colors, but it's giving colored braids, colored twists kind of energy. Here is giving a queen who's demanding what she actually deserves. The coffee wasn't made right. She could have walked away and said, whatever, I'll drink the coffee that I didn't like. No, I asked for it this way. You're going to give it to me this way. You know, you could be a bit demanding kind of vibe. You're very patient. You don't give up. If you're the lemonade stand is not doing great, you're going to sit there until it does, you know, that kind of energy. But I don't want to keep talking about air off. Maybe you wear anklets as well. Like, there's something about accessories here. If you're willing to wait around, I do want to read about the heron because I'm very interested. I don't know much about herons. You know, all the other animals I can kind of glean what they kind of are, but these I can't. So we're going to go with hummingbird first. And hummingbird is 41. The hummingbird represents gratitude, especially for nature and its gifts. Their tiny bodies are surprisingly mighty as they flit from blossom to blossom, always in motion as they sip on the nectar that nature produces to sustain them. If you are lucky enough, look, the nectar, you love drinks. You're a drink girl. Hot drinks, cold drinks, drinks. If you are lucky enough to catch sight of one, their bright and beautiful colors will lift your spirits. Essentially what I've been saying. Okay, now next we have water, the heron. Where's that? 87. I'm excited. Tell me about the heron. You can let to learn as well. We have what? Why is it breaking apart? How rude. We have herons are beautiful birds who are usually found near the water, although they don't actually swim. Graceful. Okay, grace is coming through again. Both, we have grateful, graceful, both on the ground and in flight. They can often be seen standing still for hours on end. Oh my. Primarily a solitary bird, like to be on your own. That came through in the first one with the Two of Wands over there. In many cultures, their quiet presence, patience, okay, patience coming through again, has caused them to be associated with peace, meditation, spirit, and calm contemplation. Okay. Now, we might as well read for the owl, y'all. Why not? So the hummingbird was 41. So the owl would be 4. The owl is a nocturnal hunter that spends long hours sitting still and silent. That's coming through twice now. Sitting still and quiet by yourself in peace and solitude. Simply waiting, patient, coming through again. Wow. Owls blend in with their setting, hiding in plain sight until the time is right for swift and decisive movement. Solitary and intelligent. Solitary creature. You like being by yourself, personality-wise, but you also still make people feel comfortable as well. Solitary and intelligent, they have keen hearing and distant sight, and they adapt to their surroundings with astonishing flexibility. From them, we can learn patience and stillness, along with the wisdom of waiting when necessary. So like I said, you keep a calm head until you can, and you don't. So it's like, you know, which is most people, honestly. But you're very thoughtful as well. That's what I was getting from here, and also looking up at the stars. Thoughtful, contemplative. Okay, that's all that I have for you guys. I don't want to keep chatting, but I hope this reading resonated. If it did, there's something here about candles as well. So like I said, fall core. You light a candle, get cozy, read a book under your covers, fuzzy socks, comfortable sweaters. You go to coffee shops, get coffee, sit there, read books for hours. And that's you being a solitary creature on your own, not needing anybody else to make you feel safe or comfortable. Boom. Okay, now, if you like the reading, like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. It's my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one.